Hello everyone, how's it going? I am back again with another pick a card reading. Today's reading, we are going to find out what do men / the people that you date really think of you. I have 5 options. You guys know the drill. I have the numbers, the stones, see what calls out to you. You can always pick more than one pile if you feel drawn to do so. Now, while you guys do that, I do want to let you know a few things. I am on Patreon from time to time. I do take breaks from this channel. You can support me on there. It's only $1. Also, I do want to let you guys know I am on Instagram. You can follow me on there, QueenAliceLove, for updates on everything I have going on. I am on private right now because of impersonation issues. I do not do personal readings. So if anybody reaches out to you asking you that, it is not me. Also, I do want to let you guys know that you can also check out my website and my shops because I am selling decks and I will be using some of them in the reading today. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and Merry Christmas if you celebrate. Let's just hop right into the reading and find out what do men / the people you date really think of you. And by the way, guys, my readings are unisex and they also are timeless. So if you get to this reading at a later time, it doesn't matter. All right, let's get started. Okay, pile number 1. Let's hop right into it and find out what do the people that you date really think of you. So I really feel as though while looking at this new love card that you guys really invoke these feelings of excitement, even if someone has fallen in love before in the past. When people fall in love with you, it's just different. And I'm definitely picking up my pile number 1 people. You may be seeing angel number 111 or 1111. You guys are my spiritual teachers or my leaders. Even if you don't teach spirituality, you are that person who kind of just does things your own way. And you have a natural confidence to you. Even if you feel like you lack confidence from time to time, you have a confidence in yourself and what you know and what you're here to do. And you have an unapologeticness about it. I really feel like you guys just march to your own drum. Like, that's the vibe I'm picking up on. And people could definitely see that in you, that you're unlike anybody else they've ever met. And you have this leadership quality that definitely makes them feel as though that you are one of a kind. But I feel, pile number 1, you definitely give people this like really excited feeling when they meet you, like this puppy love feeling from the jump. I feel like people crush on you very easily. There's also my pile where I feel as though you guys may have an audience, or you may be a teacher or a mentor of some kind. So I'm getting the vibe that, like, if you're a teacher and you have a classroom, like your students may develop crushes on you, or I get the vibe that, yeah, I'm hearing like an instructor of some kind, or you guys are healers. But I definitely sense that people just crush on you very easily. Men, women, whatever you date. Let's see what else is going on here. I also channeled some messages to go along with this reading, so let's see. Okay, we got mysterious. Yeah, I definitely get the vibe from this pile that you guys may have a job where you don't reveal a lot about yourself, but you could reveal some aspects that people really fall in love with. I also see as well, pile number 1, that you don't really reveal too much to people at all. I feel as though even when you're out and about, or you're with friends, or you're with a group, you kind of just chill. Like, I get the energy of you guys sharing knowledge or talking about topics you're interested in, but as far as revealing too much personal information about yourself, you really don't. And even if you do, people are always finding out new things about you. So I feel like the people that you've gotten to know in the past, like, they feel like they never really know what you have going on. Even if they know you really well or dated you for a while, or an ex of yours, it's like a month later or 2 months later, you could disappear and you have like a whole new life. I feel like you guys are really into that like self-development, inner growth type of vibe, and you have a private world as well. I'm definitely picking up like my light workers, my healers. You guys are super spiritual and you don't share everything with everybody. You're definitely my people that are here to teach people, but you don't necessarily like share too much personal information. Even with people that you're dating, yeah, I'm definitely sensing you guys, even if you're not a teacher of some kind, you're like a healer, or you're like that friend that people go to for advice, you're really used to being in that like mentor, healer, good listener, like that person that is that for everybody. So when it comes time for people to find out more about you or want to help you or get to know you, you're like, nah, I don't know about that. Like, you're probably not one to overshare or even tell people what you're going through. Let's see what else we have going on. Inspirational and motivated. What did I say? You guys are like my life coaches. You're my inspiring people. You're my doers. Yeah, you don't really sit around and share too much about the things you've gone through with people. And if you do, it's certainly not people that you've dated. I feel you don't really like people to know your weaknesses. You're also probably my people that are pretty smart. You know that, like, when you have a relationship with somebody, if you reveal too much to certain people, they can use that against you. So I feel that with my pile number 1, the people that you date or the men or women you attract, they get the impression that you've been through a lot, but you don't want to talk about it. Like, you don't want to share that with people. And they also get the impression that you're super wise. And the people that you date or the people that you attract that get crushes on you, they end up like looking up to you more than anything else. Let's see what else we have here. Regret. Irreplaceable. Yeah, and anyone that's lost you or lost their shot with you or messed up their connection with you definitely regrets it, because you guys are definitely more than just a girl or a guy. You definitely bring a lot to the table, and I feel in the past you probably dated people that were even jealous of all your knowledge and your gifts and your skills, and they made you feel lesser than, or that you weren't doing enough, when in reality, you guys can charge per the minute. Like, I definitely feel as though you're destined, or you do have a job where like people would pay to talk to you, or pay to see you, or pay for your advice. So it's like crazy how you have that quality, and if you're in a relationship or dating somebody, they don't see you as valuable, then that's on them, because at the end of the day, everybody knows you have something to offer. I actually get this energy that the people that you've dated, if they're very insecure, they may feel as though that you're smarter than them, or that you know more than them. And if somebody that you date is not used to being in that role where someone may actually be able to teach or mentor them, they'll get really uncomfortable with that. And I feel like people may run away from their connections with you, or get really triggered through the course of knowing you, but then they regret it, because you're that person that honestly just really loves people, loves learning about people, loves getting to know people. You guys could be a little bit on the nerdier side, even if you don't show it. Let's see what else we have going on here. Yeah, speechless. I feel like people get speechless around you because you just, okay, I get the impression that maybe you're on a date and you start talking about like spirituality, and this person starts throwing out these like little buzzwords like, oh, you know, like they know a little bit, but you are like, oh, have you heard about this? Heard about that? Like, you kind of know what you're talking about. And I feel as though you may make people feel stupid who think that they know everything there is to know about a topic, and then you kind of come in and you're like, oh no, this. So I definitely sense that like the people you date, a lot of your relationships revolve around like talking about things you're passionate about, things you like, and it may come across to some of these people that you know more than them, but in reality, I just think you guys, again, are a little bit on the nerdier end, or you like to share knowledge, you like to help people grow, and not a lot of people are like that. You guys are definitely the type that just really like to help people, and it could just be your natural way of being, like, oh, how's things going with work? Are you happy? You want me to help you get a new job? Like, you guys are like that person that just loves helping people. You love seeing people shine. You guys can have like a fatherly or motherly way about you. Unimpressed. That's funny. Yeah, you definitely have a side of you where, yeah, you guys could be very mature, or some of you guys are some of my older audience, like you've been there, done that, can write the book. But even if you guys are younger, you're old souls from the jump. Like, if anybody knows about spirituality who dates you, they could tell that you're an old soul. Like, yeah, you come with a lot of knowledge. So this could be an energy that you guys bring to the table, like even when you were younger, and it definitely made dating difficult for you, because people definitely see you as someone that they actually end up looking up to more than they want to date. And it's like they kind of want to like step aside and go home and think about the things you guys talk about. You're definitely that person that's brought into people's lives for more than just dating, or even little karmic lessons. Like some people like are brought into your life. They're not even really your karmic soulmates or your soulmates. They're actually just people that your angels sent to you, because you guys definitely have some sort of talent in helping people move to the next step. And it's bigger than, oh, I'm a life coach, I'm going to help you get a job, or I'm going to help you be fit. Like, no, you guys actually cause tower moments in people's lives with the knowledge that you share. You're definitely natural healers, channelers. And if you don't know that, then you definitely should know that. Like, you know how to say the right thing at the right time to people, but it may not feel like that at the time, because I'm definitely feel like with this energy, like people signed up for like taking you on a date, but they didn't realize they're going to get a whole life overhaul, or they're going to go home with some serious things to think about. Like, you guys know how to, oh, let me pull up your chart. Oh, what's your numerology? Oh, have you ever learned about this? Oh, I don't really believe in that, but this is mine, you know. But you guys are not like a know-it-all. I just feel like you are just that person that's full of knowledge and wisdom, and you just love to see people get on that right step. And I'm not gonna lie, a lot of you guys could be readers of some kind, and you could get messages for the people that you're dating or seeing and be like, hey, I kind of feel this. And it could be really triggering for those people, because they feel like, oh my gosh, like I thought I was just gonna go on a little date here. Or I thought like I was just gonna go ask on my crush. I didn't realize my whole life was gonna change after this. Yeah, you guys got that like Moldavite quality. Mean. Okay, that's funny. Yeah, okay, yeah, you guys, like I said, I really get the impression you guys are like, maybe you are strictly business. Like, now I'm kind of seeing for some of you that you're not even interested in dating some people. They just develop crushes on you. Yeah, pile number one, like maybe you guys actually are a teacher or a mentor or coach to some of these people, or in the workplace, some of these people are just friends, and you guys love helping people. So you spend a lot of time like listening to people, guiding them, and making them feel things they've never felt before, because most people are not as genuine as you guys, and people mistaken your kindness for, oh my gosh, this is the one, I'm in love, you know? But really, this new love that they feel with you is your unconditional love, because the love that people experienced in the past was not this vibration that you guys have. You guys definitely are my light workers, definitely my healers. So people mistake it sometimes, your kindness, for like, oh my gosh, like I'm in love with this person. So you end up being mean, like, oh no, like, you know, people want to ask you out, but you guys could get even offended because maybe it's inappropriate or something like that. I'm definitely something you guys are trying to like navigate the world in a way where you could be respected, and maybe this like side of you where like people want to date you kind of like annoys you. I feel like a lot of people have crushes on you guys. But I definitely sense for this pile too as well. Some of you guys have audiences, like, so like people want to date you who like watch you online, or who want to sign up for your courses, and you may run into the issues of sometimes people being more interested in you than like the knowledge that you have. Yeah, also, anyone that's dated you, like anyone of your exes or past flings, they definitely find that you are irreplaceable. Like, I'm definitely sensing like an ex of yours or past fling like missing like your advice, because like every single time they like have something going on that they need help with, they're always like, oh, what would pile number one person do? So you really got it like that. And this one pile is definitely a lot about like you guys just knowing what's up and being really inspirational, really motivating, really good energy here. Workaholic. Oh my gosh. I can't make this up, guys. Like, I literally have so many different types. Oh, you're a heartbreaker. You end up breaking people's hearts, pile number one, on accident. Because number one, like, you guys just show kindness to people when they really need it. Your angels kind of bring you into people's lives for that reason. But sometimes people tend to think, oh my God, is this the one? And then they end up getting themselves hurt. When in reality, you guys never promised people the world. And people actually get themselves heartbroken from afar. Like, you may not even notice that. And I feel with the workaholic, it's because you guys do choose your career over anything else. So even if you do have a relationship or a friendship, but that gets in the way of what you came here to do, or what you feel like God or your angels, whatever you believe came here to do. You guys know I'm religious tolerant, but I channel God. So what some of you guys do have a sense of purpose. Like, you feel like God put you on this planet to do X, Y, Z. And if anyone gets in the way of that, you're going to break their heart, because you guys rather like hurt one person, but when you know that you can like help thousands and thousands more, you won't let anybody get in the way of what you came here to do. But a lot of people that you have dated or that went on dates with you, they're not on your spiritual level, so they don't understand that concept. They just see you as, oh, they don't care about me, they keep it moving, all they care about is their work. You may have complaints from exes or past flings that you care more about your work than them, or that's something that they're thinking about and they don't tell you. Because I'm also getting the impression is piled that people don't tell you this because they have no right, because they can see the things that you say and do and how you help people. It really changes lives and it really makes you guys happy. And I feel like there's certain extra people that you've dated that secretly hate your workaholic side because they want you all to themselves. And maybe they told you that, maybe they didn't. But I feel like it's something that may come up a lot, and you guys don't realize that a lot of people can't date someone like you because you guys will put your purpose first, and you will spend a lot of time helping other people. And if someone is insecure or jealous, they're going to feel like, oh, have more time for me is what I'm hearing. Yeah, you guys could be my workaholics, but that's what people are thinking. You're a heartbreaker, workaholic. You guys might talk about work a lot or what you're passionate about a lot. You guys may find that like the people you date, that you want them to level you up. Like, you're definitely into like getting to that next step. Let's see what else we have here. In control. Yeah. You guys have your walls up, I see, pile number one. Like, people definitely feel like you're large in charge, you're in control, you're the boss, there's no getting through to you sometimes. Yeah, and you guys may have to play this role in your life, because I'm really sensing with this new love, you guys have big hearts, you're really sensitive, and all this energy you put in helping people, you've never gotten that back, but you don't mind. You know that's kind of what you're here to do at the end of the day. You definitely have helped all your exes and past flings level up in one way or another. Whether or not they want to admit it is a different story. And I feel like people just think you are number one, like in their life, like as far as the best they've ever had. Because at the end of the day, nobody could help them, guide them, mentor them, teach them, lead them the way that you guys can. And again, for some of my women out there watching, you know, I always say your girl is a little bit of a feminist. You guys follow me on Instagram, QueenAliceLove, if you guys want to see other things I have going on. But I know I have men here too as well. But there is still a little bit of, patriarchal ideals in the world where some masculine energies can't handle the fact that you guys are leaders. Like, you are stronger leaders than they are. And some masculines feel as though you make them feel lesser than, or stupid almost, because you guys, even if people are leaders, you guys definitely are destined to be big leaders, like world leaders. I feel upon number one. I tell you guys, like, who comes to my channel, you guys are no average Joe Schmoes. My channel's not for everybody. And I feel the people that come to this channel, you're already out there doing things, or you have big goals, big dreams. Even if you are not somebody that desires an audience or desires power, you're powerful. And you have a very powerful leadership energy in your past lives. You guys have been kind of kings and queens and all that. And I feel like in this life, I really get this energy of like you guys being the type to really go at it alone, build yourself up from the bottom up. And anybody that is up for the challenge knows that they could be in an excellent power couple dynamic, but there's just certain people that you guys have dated that eliminated themselves because they felt like they were so weak compared to you. And yeah, a lot of you guys are powerful and feminine. I'm not even saying you're masculine, but you definitely have made, for my, even my masculine energies out there too. You may want to date women that are kind of like, powerful, like this pile, like just like yourself. But even sometimes people that are used to being the know-it-all, or the one everyone goes to, they have to kind of humble themselves down and realize that they can learn from you too. And I feel like it's something you guys are going to experience as well. Like, when you actually meet people that have something that they could teach you, you may get a little triggered because you're not used to someone telling you, hey, maybe you should work on this. And I feel, pile number one, you also could get triggered by that because in the past, you've had narcissistic people or people be jealous of you and criticize you. So you could be a little defensive. I definitely sense with this energy, like, people think that you're hard to get to know. You're very defensive, and not in the worst of ways, though. They understand that, like, you will break their heart before they break yours too, pile number one. And it's not because you're trying to do that. It's because you're like, listen, this is becoming a headache. And where people will stay and fight to make things work, you guys rather not, because you're like, nah, I don't see how this is gonna work. I don't see how this fits to my vision, and now you're getting in my way. So yeah, you guys are my people that have big destinies, and the people that you date can see that in you. And it's not this selfish, like, oh, I'm gonna be a superstar energy. No, it's like, I'm here to do the XYZ. Whether it is, you know, get good grades or make your parents proud. It doesn't matter what your goals are in life. And I feel like it's bigger than obviously make your parents proud. But I feel like from a young age, you guys were like, no, I can't go to the party. I got to go do this right now. But you guys still can have other fun sides to you. Pick another pile. But there's a very serious side to you that people know you mean business and that want to date you. But I'm definitely getting more of an energy of like you guys getting like energy of people having crushes on you that you didn't intend on it happening. Like, because of this like very strong energy. It's very attractive to a lot of people. Because you hold it down. 9 of Wands. Oh, yeah. I remember one tarot book that I read. I tell you guys this, but the 9 of Wands, it said as a person, it represents someone who's been through so much, and it makes them super attractive. So your soul is so attractive to people. And I'm really getting that like daddy, you know, mommy vibes. Like people are like, help me. You know, even grown men or women that date you, maybe even older than you, your senior, they look at you like, mama, you know, like that's kind of what I'm picking up on pile number 1. Because like you're like that person that like, when shit hits the fan, you're the one people go to at the end of the day. And people know that about you. You got it together. And this is something that age will not do for somebody. It is soul. It is strength. It is leadership. It is like being left out in the cold. It's big destiny vibes. So with this energy, you guys can do pretty much anything you set yourself. You seek, oh my gosh, I can't even talk right now. You guys, what did I say? You guys just seek knowledge, what I'm hearing. Yeah, that's what they're saying. But they said you could do anything that you want to do in this lifetime because you are the type of person that been there, done that in this lifetime, but also in past lives, you've done many different things. So it's easy for you guys to learn new skills in this life because they're actually skills you already knew. And secondly, you guys just know how to get to the A to B the best ways. You guys get really annoyed at people because people like work dumb in your eyes maybe, and maybe like it's hard for you to date people and see them going down the wrong road. And if they don't listen to you, you guys probably just leave because you know what you're doing. And anybody that really values like what you guys came here to do, they're gonna see that dating you, being friends with you is a shortcut to life. So I'm actually getting pile number 1. A lot of people that date you, they realize they're nothing close to your level, even energetically. They have to kind of vibe up. So they'll kind of sit back and start watching you or become fans of you or even sign up for the things that you are teaching because they're like, I thought I was in love with this person, but I think they're actually leading me to my destiny. 3 of Cups, yeah. I feel like you guys also have a very fun side to you. It is funny too because, let me get another channel message. Intelligent, oh my gosh. Why is this all about how smart you guys are? Okay, yeah, people think you're super smart, you're in control. And people get very intimidated by that and then they regret fumbling. And this is deeper than love. I feel like the men or women that you date, they want to stay friends with you after the breakup because they really respect you. And like I said before, if some of you guys have experienced in the past, like, you know, misogyny, this and that, or just feeling like, oh, you know, people don't get you that you date. At the end of the day, you guys kind of make people rethink what they think about men or women because you guys are boss ass bees, you know? And for my men out there watching too, you guys could be teaching or know a lot about things that maybe people see that maybe women know a lot about. There's something about, you know, you guys just being like that friend that people go to and you guys being someone that people could really open up to about their struggles and people really feel safe around you. 10 of Pentacles. The Magician. Yeah, I really get too that with your knowledge, people may find that they feel you could have whoever, whatever you want as well. People see you as an excellent manifester. The people that you dated definitely see you as like better than them. And that could be very triggering. And yeah, a lot of you guys may have been through relationships where people try to put you down a lot. It's because you naturally are more confident and more in control and more powerful than most people on this planet. I'm gassing you guys, but yeah, I know some of you guys watching and be like, I don't care about men or dating apps, but that's why I always add different elements. All my readings are like that. Because if you guys are new here, like you guys know that like I'm always down for knowledge and growth as well as fun topics. 2 of Pentacles. Yeah, also pile number 1, people are really impressed by you. You guys could probably like have like 2 jobs at once or some of you guys could juggle 2 relationships at once. I don't know. People kind of feel like you could do it all and they're kind of like scared that you are playing them in a way because it's like you really can do it all. And you're also very mysterious so people don't know like what you really have going on. You only really show people what you want them to see. You guys, like somebody that I feel as though there's energy coming here that people that you've dated think you have a double life. I don't, maybe some of you guys live in like other, like maybe you guys travel for work a lot or some of you guys are going to be doing that. Or you just have this very one side of you, another side of you. Like I feel like it's going to be one side of you and you guys might pick another pile and you have another side of you. Because even with the 3 of Cups, it's like you guys could meet someone out or partying or having fun, but then people realize when they look you up or when they actually get to know you that you're actually super smart, and they're like, whoa, like you actually blow people's minds. Yeah, what the main thing is that people know about you guys is that you guys are going to walk away from people if they don't act right. Like, that's the biggest thing. Boundaries is what I'm hearing. The people that you dated learn that you actually have a lot of boundaries. And I feel that could have surprised some people from your past, because you are the one willing to stick it out with people and actually be there for them and help them if you see potential and if you see that they're making moves. But the moment someone starts to get in the way of what you came here to do, absolutely not. Or become dead weight on your life and cause problems for you. But I feel like you guys definitely are like super inspirational to a lot of people. Whatever you're doing with your life at this point already inspires people, or it's just the way you guys talk or the way you act. Like, even, yeah, you guys always had this quality. When you were younger, like, you would get really excited about something and just start talking about it, like, wow, like, I want to look up my chart, you know. Like, I'm kind of getting like, maybe you learned about astrology and start sharing that or whatever. I'm just an example because this could be pertaining to whatever your guys' specialty is. I'm just using spirituality as one, but I definitely sense spiritual energy coming in here. Past love, heartbroken, yeah. Yeah, I'm definitely sensing a past lover coming in here that definitely feels as though their life went to shambles after you guys left. You are really, truly the light in a lot of people's lives and the glue that holds a lot of things together. And a lot of people have to learn how to live without you. You guys are like here to teach people how to do, but not do for them. And you guys kind of had to learn, I think, in this lifetime already that you could lead a horse to water, you can't force it to drink. And it sucks that pile number one, you always kind of feel like you get the shit end of the stick because you've helped people so much, and then they kind of get like, yeah. You trigger a lot of people, so they may take things out on you. Yeah, yeah. A lot of people you guys have dated like are childish in your eyes, or you make people feel childish. See, let's get one more message here. Dove. Yeah, you guys being peace into people's lives, and you help people go through really tough time periods. And a lot of people that you've dated actually credit you to some of their successes without even saying it. I feel like, pile number one, a lot of your lifetime, you're gonna have to deal with people like taking your advice and running with it and never really thanking you, but they know deep down that, you know, it was you guys. Or some of you guys actually do actively like give advice on social media, this and that. You guys are changing lives. Like, and people that you date know that you're a life changer, and they better get out of the way, or else, yeah. Jealousy, yeah. People are very jealous of your guys' freedom. Yeah. People are very jealous of you guys, period. The people that you guys date end up being very jealous of you guys because you are a powerful person, a motivated person, a go-getter, a free spirit. You take action towards the things that you want in life. And people, okay, this is what I'm really picking up on. I'm not gonna lie to you guys about it. Like, especially for my masculines out there, my feminines out there that date masculines. Something that people go through when they date you is that you force people to level up and change, but you motivate them, and you're also a lot of fun. You're not just like a workaholic, but it's like you really trigger people's egos. And I do feel that what I am seeing here is like an ex or a past fling is kind of crazy because they may have told you that you were like to that or to this. So you guys may have broken up and they may have went into another relationship. And it's like they ended up kind of like feeling like this person was dragging them down, whereas when people are with you, they realize that you're leveling them up fast, and it's a whole different energy. So I sense that, like, you know, you guys are doers. Like, yeah, you can sit around and complain about, you know, this or that, but at the end of the day, you guys don't like to sit around. You like to gossip. You don't like to complain. And so there's like a past fling here or someone you dated. Wow, I see that light just flashed. Wow. They're realizing that, like, I guess the light just went out. Yeah, like, you're like the light in people's lives, like that just like goes out when you're not there anymore. But I see an ex here, a past fling that like went into a relationship with somebody else, and it's like all they do is gossip. They're so negative, and it's like you're not like that. And a lot of people really respect that about you guys. You really don't care for gossip. So when you come into people's lives and tell them, hey, this isn't it, you mean it. Because when you say something, you mean it. And that could be really intense because, you know, whereas if someone can come into someone else's life and be like, oh, you know, your friend is like this and this, people make excuses for themselves, be like, oh, they're just, you know, maybe they're just jealous of my friend. That's not true. But people know when you say something, you mean it. Like, because you know, you see everything because you're very smart. You guys can read people very well, and people know that. It makes them very nervous. And I just feel like there's a past energy here that like realized that you were the light in their lives, and then they kind of moved on to somebody else that maybe kept them comfortable, but this person ended up being really gossipy, low vibrational person, and they kind of just missed that your free spirited ways, because at the end of the day, it was really their jealousy over you that made them act up or act out. Yeah, you guys, want people to change, but for the purest reasons. You don't want people to change because you think that they need to change. You actually just cause people to change because you're like, oh, you're unhappy with your job? Let's work on it. Oh, you're struggling a little bit. You're going through something, like, okay, yeah, no problem. Let me know if you need help. Like, you guys are just always, you're not going to sit there and allow people to sit in their misery. And if someone does that to you, you just kind of, it's toxic for you guys. So you kind of run away. Yeah. I feel like people may think, the people you date think you're a runner, but you're actually just running away from their bad vibes. Like, you guys get that like triggered feeling of like, I need to flee the scene, because your intuition is telling you like, this is going to drain me if I stay here. So you're in a relationship where somebody couldn't level up as fast as you, or it can happen a lot, and then they end up going something more comfortable and they realize, damn, like, I'm in a stagnant connection now and I'm never going to grow like pile number one person. So they're actually heartbroken because they missed the spiritual growth that you brought into their life. Yeah, so a specific energy actually came into this reading, interesting enough. I was going to read for that if it happened, but I didn't want to promise that. But yeah, let's see what else this person wants to say. By the way, guys, can check out my, these decks are available below. Amazon, also, you guys check out my website. But I have digital decks as well, for those I don't know. So this is my spicy deck. I want more than this. Yeah, I feel like you guys friend zone a lot of people because you know that they're never going to be what you need them to be, but they still secretly want more. Also, people will friend zone you guys. And you may notice that more and more as you level up career-wise and knowledge-wise, because they're like, damn, like, I can't even, like, I can't even get a word in, but in all reality, they need to kind of shut up and listen. You guys are meant to share knowledge in this lifetime. So yeah, it's going to definitely do a number on certain people's egos who want to be the teacher, the mentor, the healer. But the irony is that if they pair up with you or even stay friends with you or date you, you guys can actually have that power couple dynamic if they are comfortable with also listening to your intuitive perspective or your intellectual perspective. Superficial attraction, none of it feels the same. Yeah, people miss how deep you guys are, and if they ever left the situation for superficial reasons, they regret it. None of us feels the same. Yeah, they are jealous of us. Yeah, people... And the truth is that people actually are jealous of whoever gets to date you because you guys are super selective. And after a relationship is over, people you date realize they let jealousy affect the connection, or jealous people affect the connection, because you guys are truly a prize. Like, you are the prize, okay? Traditional, yeah. You guys may have traditional play nice, yeah. I feel like you guys do play nice, but you got a mean side to you too, and people never see it coming because you guys actually probably do want something traditional. Even my women out there who are focus on self-development and your work, like, you actually do expect someone to still court you in ways, or vice versa for my men out there. You may want a woman who is intellectually on your level, but at the same time, you still respect tradition in a sense. And I just sense that, like, there's certain people that are either one way or the other, and you guys are, you could do both. I'm hearing positions like Ariana Grande. Yeah, people think that, like, positions, that's you guys. But what I'm seeing here is that, like, people wish you were nicer to them. But I think when shit hits a fan or someone betrays you, you guys could be very mean. Like, I feel like, and I don't think you mean to be, but the truth is that, like, you know, when you get to a fight with somebody, you guys can have Virgo placements or air sign placements. I feel, or even fire sign, like, you guys know exactly what to say to people to cut them. Maybe you don't do it on purpose, but it's also because you are smart and you kind of know people's flaws, and you could just tell them, well, you ain't this and this and this and this and this, you know? You ain't shit, you know? And literally call them out in a more intellectual way, obviously. So, like, you hurt people on the way out too. But in reality, those are the ego deaths they need. So you guys give people ego deaths. And especially for my women out there, if you date men, or for men who date men, or men date women, like, but for a lot of you guys who are smart, you're smarter than most people that you date, and they have to accept that. And some masculine energy that you date cannot accept that this woman is smarter than them. I know, like, that's what I'm kind of seeing here. And for my men out there too, like, you know, you could be attracted to women that are go-getters in the same way, and it can be very hard for them to actually be put in their place sometimes, because that's what I'm kind of seeing. Like, you guys trigger people to grow up, and it's also just your energy. You don't do it on purpose. You guys also could talk about things that, like, you care about, like social issues, and make people think differently. Then they realize they've been living their life the wrong way, or you challenge people's belief systems, and you don't really, you know, you guys don't really care to, like, change people's minds, but you end up doing that. You definitely awaken people intellectually as well. Yeah, and you cause people to change and purify their lives, whether or not they want to or not. Yeah, and I feel that pile number one, a lot of your past flings like, have fantasies about, like, having kids with you, getting pregnant with you, because you guys are, like, the ultimate parent, you know? And I feel like there's somebody who wishes that they did that with you, because maybe they did go ahead and do it with somebody else or whatever, or this is an ex or past feeling, or it's just fantasy. But in reality, they think about, like, low vibrational, naggy, like, just, like, stuck, like, energies that they've dated in the past that don't really bring much to the table. And they're thinking, like, how am I, this person even going to raise my kids right if they ain't even right in the head, you know? And you guys are all about doing things the right way. And yeah, you know, that strictness, that meanness may not be that great for the people you date, but it would be a great quality for a parent. People think, damn, they make a great parent. That's what people you date think, that you make a great parent or step parent or co-parent or whatever. And at the end of the day, you guys, there's a side of you too. I get, it's not just your, oh, okay, like, you know, you're just too smart for everybody. You have a side of you that is very guard and defensive. And I believe part of your intellect and part of your intuitive skills came from survival. You guys probably been through a lot, and you're ready to beat someone down with a stick if they get in the way of what you came here to do. And I think that, you know, God and your angels gave you guys this strength and this intellect for a reason, and you use it wisely. Yeah. Mature. I caught feelings. Yeah. Pile number one, people just catch feelings for you accidentally because of your maturity. You definitely trigger, even like if someone, you date a lot of people or attract people that have a lot of like parental wounds, because you guys do kind of come in with a motherly or fatherly energy too as well. You guys are really nurturing and loving, and I'm not saying you guys are jerks at all, like, but I just feel like if someone crosses you, your words sting worse. It's like, okay, yeah, they can get in the fight with someone else and they could be saying some crazy things, but the thing is that when you guys fight with somebody, or when you guys tell someone off, or when you leave, it's because they know they messed up. Like, you guys don't play around, you know? That's what I'm kind of picking up on. And you guys have said things that really cut people, and they think about it to this very day. So you guys are meant to come in and change lives. I'm definitely getting big Queen of Swords energies from you guys. Let's see what else we have here. Mars, yeah. You guys are go-getters. You take action. I'm also hearing a lot of you guys are excellent lovers. Putting you on blast. But that's something people would never know about you, because you guys are definitely hard to get to know and hard to get with, you know? And I don't even see that people see you as a conquest or anything like that, because people respect you in a way where it's like, they didn't even want you. Like, they don't even want to hurt you, because they know that you're gonna, you know, you're basically, maybe in the past you've had this situation, but I feel like you guys have leveled up to this sense where like, people don't even want to try to play you, because they know that if you get mad, or if you see the truth, you will see the truth about them, first of all, from the jump. But also, like, if they did something wrong to you, you will let them know every little thing that's wrong with them. But yeah, if someone is mad at you guys, I mean, if you're mad at somebody, no, if someone's mad at you, they don't even confront you. I feel like people are scared of you guys. Like, they won't even tell you, like, oh, I'm mad at you for this, because they know you can probably, like, lay it on them 20 things that they did wrong, you know? Yeah, you guys are very open, direct communicators, I feel. You don't like something, you just straight up say it. So, like, people got nothing to say to you. And I feel like in the past, if you went through betrayals with lovers and friends, they'd rather just never come back, because they know you will rip them a new A. There's a lot of exes that want to come back, but they know that you saw right through them. Game over. And I feel a lot of you guys is like a secret side of you, too, as well, that, you know, people don't really see until they see it. But definitely pick another pile if you feel drawn to do so, because I feel like you guys, yeah. Yeah, I feel as though you guys do attract, like, bad boys or bad girls, but you kind of reform them accidentally. Yeah. Yeah, you got, again, we got intellectual, practical, witty, excitable, eccentric. Yeah, people are really excited about meeting you guys, which really does make me feel as though you have something, like, really unique about you, otherworldly. You attract really mature people. Yeah, and I feel upon number one, don't get discouraged when it comes to dating. You're going to attract a high volume of people because of your healer qualities. Some of you guys are in the spotlight. But what I do want to say is that, like, a lot of people that are going to end up wanting to date you are people, like, even from your past, that realize that, wow, you actually really are one of a kind, and they can't find anyone else like you, especially if you guys date someone you're younger. I could see someone coming back for 10 years, like, hey, can we try this again? Like, that's how memorable you guys are and irreplaceable you guys are. But also, older people really like you guys, older men, older women, because they're like, no, I know a gem when I see one, because they've probably been around the block a few times. So even your maturity, like, some of you guys may attract people significantly older than you, and I'm not saying date that, especially if you're young, because that can have a set of issues, but it's not only because they want your youth, they actually see you as an intellectual, like impressive intellectually, like, especially people who've lived a very, like, experienced life. They see someone like you and they're like, wow, I've never met one like you, as smart as you. And, like, that's what I'm kind of seeing upon them, when you attract people that are older than you by a lot, because they're very impressed by you. Whereas young people may sleep on this, like, beautiful quality that you have, and then when they get into relationships later on with people that aren't like you, they realize, damn, like, pile number one should have raised my kids, not this person. I really feel like someone's thinking that about you, especially for those that are a little older. Like, there's people that wish they settled down with you, like an ex that probably ended up with someone else, or past slang for my younger people. Like, people do think that about you, but they're still children themselves, and they're not ready to be called out, you know? But later down the line, people will come to you for, you're gonna have a lot of experiences for people that screwed you or dated you or ran away from you, come back for help. Like, they're like, this person's gonna help me with some things, you know? Yeah. And you guys definitely, if you guys have people that have crushes on you in the workplace as well. Anyone that's like a sapio, what do they call it? Like attracted to intelligence falls in love with you guys instantly because you are so dang smart, and you guys should not be or date anybody that doesn't appreciate your intelligence because your intelligence is incredibly sexy. There's definitely somebody who wants to work with you as well. A lot of your relationships, or you may end up in a relationship dynamic where you end up working together or doing projects together, because I see you guys are go-getters and motivators, and you might attract or end up with the same type of person. Like you guys will end up being a really great asset to whoever you date, whether you are more in the feminine, you just want to be like a wise counsel and behind the scenes, or you want to be power couple dynamic. Either way, masculine, feminine doesn't really matter. I feel like, whatever you guys want, you can have in this world. And I feel as though there's going to be people that want to date you and work with you and realize that, like, I shouldn't be intimidated by this person. I can see this person and me being like a power couple together. We're going to level each other up. And yeah, that's what you guys need. Not anybody is going to drag you down. I do feel like the people that have done that in the past regret it. But at the end of the day, I see that you guys really don't give enough. Oh my gosh, 30 minutes already. I'm like, I was supposed to be a quick reading. Sheesh. Okay. Let's see. Oh my gosh, Angel of Music. So some of you guys are musicians or artists too as well. So if you are, maybe a lot of these gifts and skills can translate to music. Also, people you date think you have great music taste. You could introduce music into people's lives or make playlists and they'll always still listen to it. There's definitely people thinking about you like through music or music you shared with them or music you created. Yeah, you guys have a lot of virtue. You guys are very protective and unconditional lovers, and you guys definitely have a lot to offer. So that's what I see for pile number 1. Again, I feel like this is like a combination pile. I do hope you guys like that message, but I was thinking it was going to be a little bit more of a spicy reading, but really, actually, the people that you've dated, they don't come back because they're scared that you're going to rip them a new A if they've done you wrong, but also low-key, high-key, like, people respect you guys. Like, put some respect on my name. And if anybody ever did anything bad to you, they're actually embarrassed of themselves. They're like, I should have never did pile number 1 wrong, because your opinion is going to be very high value to people in this lifetime if it isn't already. And I feel a lot of you guys already are in a place where people very much value your opinion. So I feel like, later down the line too, for some guys who are younger, you're going to be in a position in life where people are going to be like, damn, I did this to so-and-so, pile number 1. I feel like such an idiot. This person just became something huge, That's why I kind of see like big destinies here. So I do hope you guys like that message. There's a lot of you guys already at that place. So yeah, bye guys. Okay, pile number 2. Let's hop right into it and find out. What do people you date really think of you? I pulled this Ice King card. Okay, what I really feel for pile number 2 is that there's definitely a lot of mixed energies coming in here. Like, a lot of people have a lot of different opinions about you, but a lot of people don't really know you. So I definitely sense for this pile, people talk about you a lot. You're in people's thoughts a lot. You live rent-free in people's brains a lot. We can look into why, but I definitely sense that there could be an ex or past fling here kind of coming through that talks about you a lot still. Yeah, you kind of have that quality where people never stop talking about you or trying to analyze you. You're very hard to get or understand, and you definitely make people think. Pile number 2. I'm also hearing that one song, How Did You Get So Cold? Like, I feel that pile number 2, again, we have the tiger's eye here. You guys could be very strong-minded people or just very strong in general. I also get the energy some of you guys are fit or physically fit. With that Ice King energy, I feel as though like you can attract a lot of people who are a little bit icy cold too as well, because they feel like they can relate to you. I definitely sense for pile number 2, you guys maybe are not the most ooey gooey mushy gushy types, because I sense that people are just like, damn, like, how do I get through to this person? Let's see. Yeah, you guys got classy. People think you're very classy. That's what I'm seeing. Yeah, I feel that pile number 2, you guys are very I'm hearing like an enigma to a lot of people. Like, they just can't quite put you in a box, and they want to. I'm also sensing some of you guys could be air signs too as well. The people you date, what do they think of you? Yeah, pile number 2. You know what? You guys are giving off very much, you're just in your own realm, in your own league. Okay, I'm kind of sensing you're just very different than the people in this generation. I don't know why I'm hearing that, but maybe you guys do have some kind of like old-fashioned values, because I'm seeing like even here with the courting man, some of my masculines out there too, you guys might want to court old school, and maybe you date girls and they're like, why can't we just go to your place? They're like, no, I want to take you to dinner first. And people are like, whoa. But even vice versa, pile number 2, like, you will date or run into people that may think that you are stuck up, gold digger, this or that. You guys know the drill, but in reality, you're just putting up your standards. And you guys know I talk about this a lot. Well, if you're new here, welcome. But just in general, I feel as though some masculine energies will make you feel like you're asking a lot from them, or you are a user just because you want dinner paid for or this or that. But in reality, you guys may just have traditional values, and maybe you were raised that way. And that's what I'm kind of seeing, pile number 2, that like certain people were not raised with standards or values or class, and you guys were. Maybe your father taught you this, or your mother taught you this, or it's just something in your culture, because people kind of see like culture with you. okay, and even if you guys are not from that culture, maybe you grew up with a certain dynamic you never wanted to see repeated. You're like, you could be my ancestral karma breakers too as well. You're like, okay, I actually want to do this the right way. I want to get married. I want to have, I want to make sure, my kids have a stable home first. Yeah, because you guys really like tell people this is my standard. And you make people rethink their whole entire life, pile number 2, because there certainly are there's certain people as well, like, that kind of pride themselves that they can kind of get whoever and whatever they want with a low bar, but you guys don't care who you are or what horse she rode in on. This is my standard. Like, you're still gonna have to treat me the same way that everybody else does. So there's certain energies that, especially for my feminists out there, like masculine energies, that like think they could just, take you out to dinner one time and then have their way with you and you're gonna fall in love. You're like, no, it's consistency over time as well. Like, this isn't just buy me 3 meals and you get what you want. Like, I've kind of seen pile number 2, you guys are extremely hard to get to know because you have traditional values. That's kind of what I'm seeing, but people will try to put you in whatever box because they didn't get what they wanted out of you. And again, some of you guys will be like, well, I kind of am not like that, Alice. Well, you just come across that way to a lot of people. They're like, what do I gotta do to get this person in bed? Do I gotta take them out? Do I gotta do this? Do I gotta that? Like, people don't know how to have you, pile number 2. And even if you guys are a little bit more on the free-spirited end, or you do like to explore yourself sexually or whatever, it's like, doesn't mean they're gonna win your heart, because there's certain type of players that I've noticed too as well. Like, if you want to just have fun with them, now they're not happy. They want you to be obsessed with them, or they want you to be hurting over them. It's like an ego thing, and pile number 2. So people never quite get what they want out of you. You guys could be kind of a nice king too as well. Like, I'm hearing bad bitch catch. What is it? Oh, I don't remember the lyrics. It's called I kind of repeat this song, I think, with my collective channel. You guys should check it out. I could relate to that. I upload it there sometimes, but it's like bad feelings. Bad bitch doesn't catch feelings. Oh my gosh, I'm done. People think you're a bad bitch, pile number 2, but I want to pull up the lyrics, but I guess I'll just put them down later. Yeah, red pill, blue pill, you don't take one. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, pile number 2. Kind of like that energy where you're like, I don't care what you think or what your values are. These are mine. That's kind of what I'm picking up on. People think you're very classy, so I'm kind of getting some like old school vibes here, even if you guys don't think that way about yourself. Listen, like, I'm an Aquarius, but I'm also a Venus Capricorn. So people be quite surprised to find out, like, when it comes down to it, I'm super traditional when it comes to the way I want my relationships to go. But I still want someone to accept that, I'm not just like, gonna fit this like mold. Yeah, pile number 2, maybe you guys want to maybe you guys do want something traditional, but you can be a lot like myself where you want still to be accepted in this new way as well. Because like pile number 2, of course, some things are tradition need to go, especially some of the more misogynistic things. Because you guys could pick pile number 1 where you're very strong-minded and you have things going on, so they could be shocked to find out you still want to be courted in a traditional way. But yeah, that's what I'm kind of seeing. People just think you're very classy, regardless of whatever else you have going on. And some of you guys with the fun at the bottom, like, you could be a lot of fun, or you could be a lot like myself. You guys could follow me on Instagram, QueenAliceLove. I'm a bit of a party animal, but it doesn't mean that I'm going home with this guy or that guy. I actually not want to believe in one night stands, but I think it's because I just don't want to create more soul ties because I'm feeling everybody's energies, But again, if you guys even are the type that like to explore yourself sexually, it's like people don't really know that about you, so I guess you're good at keeping it under wraps. And I feel like pile number 2, just because you're in certain environments doesn't mean that you are like those people in that environment. So you could be in environments where people aren't as classy as you, or you only put yourself in classy environments. But I definitely get you guys are the type that wants to be seen as classy. That's what I'm kind of seeing, or you just come across that way. And it's crazy because some of you guys really aren't trying to do that. Some of you really can dress very sexy or scandalous or be very outside the box, but you still come across as sexy. I'm kind of getting for those that do dress in ways that some people may not be able to pull off. Like, people say about you that you pull off styles. If they wore that, they would look trashy, but you can pull it off. That's kind of what I'm hearing. Yeah, because I'm seeing that people just think you're very classy, very hard to get. You don't, throw it around the room. The people you date think that, like, you are very classy. They don't see you as someone that sleeps around. So, maybe you guys just don't kiss and tell as well, because some of you guys are like, oh, that's what they're thinking, But no, seriously, I definitely sense for a lot of, 5 of Swords, no. There's no way in hell people are going to trick you into bed or get you or push you into bed. Like, you guys will not do that, Yeah, even for my masculines out there, I'm definitely seeing, you're like, okay, you could be turned off by, like, men or women that are too pushy sexually. Especially for my masculine energies out there too, because some men that are really in their masculine, they don't like when a woman's trying to chase them. It just feels off or wrong, Let's see. Yeah, and some of you guys too, I know I have a LGBTQ audience, like, even though you guys may be that, like, or date the same gender, like, people may be surprised that you still want a traditional type of setup, People think you come from money, pile number 2, or people that you date think that you are coming from money, or if you guys didn't come from money, you're very classy for where you came from. Like, no offense to some of you guys. I don't want you guys to be insulted by that. I'm just reading what the energy is here. If you guys didn't feel like you came from class, people think that you do. So that's a compliment. But I feel as though people are like, damn, you know, like, I didn't know you were from down the street. I thought you were from uptown, you know? Uptown girls from here. The world, yeah. People think very highly of you guys. Okay, I'm really getting some of you guys may have like Venus 10th house or something like that, because something about your public image could be very important to you guys. You guys definitely know how to carry yourself in a way where your image is not going to get tarnished. Some of you guys are public figures or destined to be that, or you just don't want to be embarrassing. And you know what, pile number 2, I don't think this is like a, oh, you care people think, but there is a sense where if you want to make it in this world and you care about your reputation, you have to carry yourself in a certain way, especially for my women out there where you do want to date someone of a certain value, right? They're going to be looking at these little things, and you could be very aware of the little things that people look at when it comes to dating, and my men as well, watching too as well. You guys could wear suited and booted. My women, you guys, from head to toe, you put effort into your outfits, and I feel that that's what people think about you. So if you don't do that, damn, you're pulling that off naturally. But I feel for some of you, attention to detail is what I'm seeing. From head to toe, you look expensive to a lot of people. And it's not that, you know, I'm saying you're material, because I'm gonna look a little bit more. I don't see that, actually. I actually just see that you're classy. It's not about money, because like money can't buy class, pile number 2. But people think that, yeah, and you're proof of that, pile number 2, because it's natural for you. You can literally wear something from like a thrift store. People be like, oh, where'd you get that? You're like, oh, thrift store. Like, I see some of you guys are actually not expensive at all, or you don't have expensive taste. Knight of Wands. Yeah, there's an energy here where people think that they can't get what they want out of you. The Lovers. And yeah, and pile number 2, I also feel as well, if you guys are the type that you're going through a phase, or you have hot girl summer, or low hoe phase, whatever, you end up making those people fall in love with you because of your class. Like, and you make people feel like when they actually do get in bed with you or this or that they won something. Like they feel very accomplished. Like, damn. And yeah, I would say watch out, pile number 2, again, for people just trying to do that because they want bragging rights, because I feel like you guys are like, the way you carry yourselves brings you to that higher echelon. It could be something you guys are working towards. If you're working towards that, it's definitely working, pile number 2. Yeah, people that you dated think that you guys have leveled up in one way. Yeah, I can definitely see people in your past feeling like they couldn't afford you anymore. So maybe it is about money. It ain't about money, but I feel like, yeah, for my women out there, maybe you are more now in the mode of, okay, I'm looking to be courted in a certain way. You're putting up your standards or your boundaries, or you recently did that to somebody and they're like, damn, I gotta put more effort in. Oh yeah, pile number 2. Yeah, I see that. Some of you guys, you recently are having these conversations. People like, listen, like, I can't just be wasting my time in these situationships, and what have you done for me? Nothing, bye, you know? Or you guys just be straight up like that. I think there's an energy here of someone who likes you and they're like, damn, like, I gotta put more effort in now. Yeah, because pile number 2, it's not easy being a man or woman with standards, because people will take your standard as a rejection. It's like, no, I'm not rejecting you. I'm rejecting the low bar effort you're putting in. There's a difference, right? And I do feel for this pile that like there's definitely someone here that took like you guys rejecting them and this transformation that you went through as an FU to them, because like they don't have access to you the same way they used to, because number 1, you leveled up, and number 2, you're maintaining a new level of standard. And I feel like, you know, you're not gonna be like, or just in general, pile number 2, somebody likes you, but you told them no, like, you know, you're gonna court me like this. You're not just gonna like show up here empty-handed. You make me laugh. People think you're funny, pile number 2. Yeah, fun and funny. What did I say, pile number 2? This is why the duality exists. And like a lot of people cannot see like men or women as like different ways. You know, we are multidimensional spirits here, and people are kind of seeing, oh my gosh, you guys could be out there. You could be very expressive or even open with your what you like or what you don't like, whatever. You guys could be sexy or dress sexy or whatever, but still, you could be very sexy and seductive, but doesn't mean you're giving it away. I feel like that's kind of your thing, pile number 2. Like people think that you're very attractive, hard to get, classy, you know, and they'll fall in love with you even if they try to play you, because there's something about your energy that's like, damn, like this is something I don't want to give up. And yeah, you're really funny, guys. You have a great sense of humor. You're very charming. And yeah, even if people have gotten you into bed or you guys had fun with somebody and it wasn't that serious, it's probably because you didn't see them as husband or wife potential. You just saw them as, you know what, I like you just enough. And people kind of know that you categorize them like that, and they're a little bit, and that kind of makes them sad too, because I think there's people that you guys have put in like the, okay, let's have fun box, and you let them know that. You're okay, yeah, I don't see a future with you. Or people do it to themselves because they know they couldn't afford to give you that traditional setup. Yeah. 5 of Swords. Yeah, you guys have no problem like playing the game back at people. Let's see what else we have here for channel messages. Intimidating. Yeah, pile number 2. People think that you're very intimidating because you have class, you have standards. And yeah, that is kind of lost I'm not going to say, I hate people say, oh, today's society. No, because, you know, it's nothing to do with like, oh, you know, here, my light kind of went out over there, so I'm turning this one on. It has nothing to do with like doing things a certain way or like being religious or anything like that. It has more to do with your standard. This is your standard. So if you feel like going out and having fun tonight, you're going to do that. It's going to be your choice. And no one's going to tell you otherwise. No one's going to have their way with you without you guys approving of this. And yeah, if someone wants to date you, but that's the thing, problem number 2. I feel like maybe you are fun, but when it comes to actually dating you, you're almost never choosing anybody. Like, you're very strict about, like, if I'm going to call you my boyfriend, my girl, my husband, you better be this, this, and this. And people know that's going to take a lot of work to win your heart and to win you as a wife or a husband. And so sometimes they don't even bother because they know it's going to be too much work, which is a good thing in a way, because anyone that's meant to be your husband or wife should want to try every single day of their life to make you happy, and vice versa, because you guys put a lot of effort into becoming the person that you are. It's not a personality where you woke up with just like this mentality. It's obviously you guys are in a self-protective mode because you know you have something to offer. And if you know you have something to offer, that means you have things that you have a big heart, you have things you're working towards, like you have value in yourself, you have self-worth, and you have a lot of strength. And it does take a lot of strength to have self-worth, because you're not afraid of telling people no. You're not afraid of making people feel rejected. You're not afraid of telling someone, yeah, no, this date did not go well. I don't like the way that you guys did this, this, and this. And like you guys will uphold your standard, and it will make people offended because no one does that, especially the more attractive people that come into your life. They're used to getting what they want. And you're like, well, not me. Bye. You know, jealousy. Yeah. Addicting. Expensive date. Okay, there it is, guys. Problem number 2, people think you're expensive date. Maybe like your girl Alice, you like to go out, have lots of drinks, party all night. Woo. Maybe you guys like to go to nice restaurants, travel. I just think you guys have built yourself up to a certain standard that you can give yourself. So you're looking for someone to level you up or to give you the same quality of life that you give to yourself. You're not going to go back. You're not going to go backwards when it comes to your self-development, your dating, this and that. So the people that you've dated, let's just say they know they ain't going to be able to come back unless their money is right. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm seeing. People have seen that you've went through a transformation where you've gotten even more classy, even more beautiful, even more elegant, even more strong-minded. Yeah, but you know what's crazy, problem number 2? That's kind of the energy where I feel that maybe there's people that couldn't have you and they're like, oh, you know, good luck with that person. They only want money. But this is not true, problem number 2. You're actually extremely thoughtful, and you actually trip people out in that way, because people want to put you in this box and say you're just after money or status or power, when in reality, you're trying to find your equal. They're just mad that they're not up to par, or they didn't get what they want out of you, because anyone that's dated you actually sees that you're extremely thoughtful. But people that can't have you, or people you reject a lot of people, and they're super jealous about you or about who you choose, or there's women that are jealous of you or men are jealous of you, and people will say that you're stuck up. But you're not stuck up. It's that a lot of people demand your time, your energy, and your attention. So you're super selective, or it takes a lot of effort to even get your attention, because you guys could be very up there when it comes to attractiveness, the way you carry yourself. And the way you carry yourself boosts your attractiveness 110%. It's more than just looks. It's more than just the way you dress. But those things you guys also take into account, because I feel like there's a lot of attention to detail here on how you are carrying yourself. And I feel that some people you dated are just mad, like, you know, that they can't afford to keep you happy. They need to work harder. What can I say? But that's what I'm seeing, pile number 2. Yeah, I feel like there's actually somebody that right now in your energy that actually wants to step it up and be that for you, because you're like, nah, you got to step it up. I feel like, or your energy just says that. Let's get a little more information about who this person is, because there's definitely someone here who is actually like crushing on you guys. Oop. 8 of Cups in reverse. You actually make people want to step away from you, get their money up, and come back, because it's not only about like, oh, I want this person, but you actually make people feel like they're not doing their role as a man or a woman. Like, I'm kind of hearing Mulan, I'll make a man out of you. Like, my women out there watching, you actually like trigger people into masculine energy, because you're pulling back and you're feminine. You're like, okay, this is what you're going to do. And it takes work and effort and go getting. You're not going to chase, you know, people walk away. You said, don't let the door hit you on the way out. You don't play games. You kind of understand now, you know, if he didn't text, so be it. You really don't care, because you're like, I'm not going to chase somebody because that's not my standard. You know, people may want to play games with you or leave you guessing or try to get you to act out of character, but you never will. And it's crazy because some of you guys may have careers or jobs where you're a little bit scandalous. So people, you may be in an environment where there's high volumes of people acting in lower vibrational ways, or there's people just not having any standards maybe around you, but that doesn't mean you're going to be like that. You know, you're very different than the people around you. Yeah. Or some of you guys, it's like, just because you are, maybe some of you guys are like, you make money off of your looks, or you do something, you know, that people could see a little scandalous, but it doesn't mean you're easy to get. You're actually probably harder to get because of that, because you get a lot of attention. I have to say, pile number 2, you trigger jealousy in like certain situations where someone will go the mile for you, but they won't for their ex or their other flings around them. And it's because of your standards, guys. You're like, if you want me, it's what you need to do. So you got people doing things they wouldn't normally do. And you're also having this energy where you guys kind of make people feel like they ain't shit unless they can provide for you, basically. That's what I'm kind of seeing. And maybe you guys have had those dynamics play out in your relationships, but that's really what's coming in. So some of you guys may not be trying to be like that, but you're just very selective with your energy and you don't give people time of day. You could ignore a lot of people just because you could be a little bit more on the what's the word, I forgot the word. It starts with an R, but you know, just like reserved. That's the word. Yeah, you guys can be a little bit more reserved. You're very reserved, actually. I feel like you guys are reserved. Some Capricorn energy coming in here too as well. For sure. Scorpio as well. Water signs too. Oop. Yeah, you guys are going to be asked out by somebody who like wants actually like something stable with you. And this is what this, yeah, you guys are definitely putting yourself in this energy where people are going to get pissed because they can't get what they want out of you. You may get less offers, but you're going to get quality coming in here. And I feel like there's somebody working on themselves because they want to be with you. Yeah, that could be very sad because their money isn't the way they want it to be, or their career is not going the way they want it to be. And you guys may find that when you level yourself up in this way, a lot of your people that want to date you, they're going to pull back if they don't feel like their money's right, if they don't feel like they can give you what you want, because you set that standard forward. You know, you're like, don't bring your struggle over here. That's what I'm hearing. Yeah, pile number 2. And again, some of you guys may not be like this, but this is just what on the outside looking in, people can assume, because maybe you're just classy like that. You look expensive. Put me in my place and down to earth. Yeah, I feel as though you could put people in their place, but you're actually extremely down to earth. And that's why I did say don't get offended about this, because this is just to get to know you. Maybe you guys know deep down you're generous, you're nurturing, you're caring. You could do a lot for people, but maybe you put up a high standard because you know what you got to give in return. And I'm seeing that people actually realize that you're super thoughtful and down to earth. And I feel that there's somebody here that may have misjudged you and they want to come back into your life. But with their money right too as well. Wheel of Fortune. They're like, okay, like at first they're like, I don't know if I could do this, but now they're like, no, I want to be this emperor. Yeah, the sun. I feel like you guys will attract emperor daddies or empresses because of the way you carry yourself. And for my men out there too, you have a reputation for, you don't really ask out a lot of girls, you don't really date, or you're looking for a wife, you know, you're not looking for a one night stand. And if you do one night stand somebody, you know, they're not going to get out of that category box, you know. Two of Cups and the Emperor, the Hierophant. Yeah, you guys keep up this energy, you're going to be getting married because like you're marriage material in a lot of people's eyes. So that's what I'm seeing for pile number 2. That's what the people you date think about you, that you guys are classy. And a lot of people, I've seen you go through a transformation where you get more and more. You level yourself up more and more. And so people think you're even harder and harder to get. And people that you've dated don't think they can come back because you're always raising your standard. And it's like, I'm really hearing you ain't, like Nicki Minaj, you ain't F me, you F the old body. Like, people really think, like, they don't even know you anymore. Like, damn, like, no access denied, you know? And people are pressed about that. And your past flings think, oh, they just think they're too good for me now, too famous for me now, too awesome for me now. No, you didn't keep up my standard, you know? And I feel, pile number 2, your standard's probably more than just, oh, buy me dinner. It's bigger than that. So when you go out with certain people and they're trying to buy your love, and you're like, no, I'm not interested, they're gonna be like, oh, gold digger, which is on my money. You're like, no, I just wasn't interested after 3rd date. Sorry, you know, I don't owe you anything. This is what dating is. You know, you put people in their place, let them know. Just because you want to date me or court me doesn't mean I owe you anything. And, you know, keep up that energy, pile number 2, because that's gonna get you somebody who genuinely wants to be with you or around you, because you don't owe anybody anything, okay, period. And I feel like dating in this way is gonna get a lot of people pissed and pressed, but it'll get you the right people. And you have to get rid of the need for validation to be in this level. So you guys are my true divine masculine feminines. You don't need validation from people you date. You don't care if you, after the date, you don't go home thinking, oh, hope he calls me. You're like, I don't know if I like him, but we'll see. You know, like, you're not really like, oh my God, like, you don't lose sleep over people's opinions of you, because you know what you're looking for. So you'll know when you find it. You know, it's not about who likes you, it's about what does this person bring into your life, you know? Or if you like them. You don't really lose sleep over, do they like me? No, like, because you know that most people are not going to like you after you tell them no, you know? So that's what I'm seeing pile number 2, but it turns out a lot of people actually like you more too after that, because they're like, damn, she told me, huh? You told me, ma. Yeah. Yeah, your true soulmates are going to try to level up to be what you want. So if someone can't be that for you, doesn't want to be that for you, bye-bye. And I think you guys got it like that, okay? So the people that you date feel as though you are an expensive date, and they got to get their money up to be around you. And your exes think that they can't afford it anymore, or they probably couldn't from the jump. Some people you dated disappeared because they ran out of money, and it didn't impress you either, you know? I mean, I ain't saying that you guys are a gold digger, but you don't mess with broke people either, because you know, spiritually speaking, you shouldn't be messing with people that are not working on themselves, or think that it's okay to bring that broke ass energy over to your corner. Yeah. And people get addicted to you because it's kind of like you guys, they want your validation now because you never give them that. Oh my gosh, lights keep going out today. So I do hope you guys like that message. Or someone trying to come back into your life because they want to win your approval. I really feel you guys said, like, you ain't a man, you ain't shit. You know, I kind of hear you guys saying that to somebody, like, get your life together, boom. And then they want to prove that to you because you got it like that. So you actually give people the energy where they want to win you over. And you're in your power, your masculine power, your feminine power, whatever you guys identify as. Let's see a little bit more about this individual. I feel tied to you. Yeah, someone feels tied to you because they feel as though like they didn't meet your standard and they want to. Let's make a movie. Yeah, I feel like you guys have that quality where you're obviously physically attractive as well, but I feel like it's deeper than that because it's not just looks that make people want to spend all your money on me, spending time on me. Yeah, I remember every word. Your energy changed me. I never get tired of you. By the way, guys, my digital deck's available, my Etsy shop, and also my Shopify. Links below. Stop teasing me. Yeah, people like call you a tease, but you're not teasing. You're saying, no, work harder. I want to dominate you. I want you to dominate me. Everyone knows how I feel. Let's make a movie. Yeah, I remember every word. Yes, you definitely told somebody what it was, and now they want to come back. Someone wants to come back into your life. And it looks like Emperor energy. So whatever you guys are doing, you're making someone act in their power. You're not going to be chasing anybody if you want them to be, you know, in a traditional role. So good for you guys, pile number 2. You're doing something here, right? Yeah, someone's getting their money up to come towards you guys. And I feel like your money instability is going to be also growing over time too as well. And that's what you guys probably have been working on, so you know your value. Pile number 2, people know that you know your value. And anyone has anything bad to say about you is because they're just mad that they can't do it. They can't get the high level of attraction that people have to you. They can't. Even like sometimes like other women will be upset or the men will be upset like that you get the better options. It's because you carry yourself like the better option and you're just more in this like different energy. So that makes sense. People may be jealous of your options because I'm also seeing as well like other people's trash is like, no, yeah, some people's like treasure is like your trash almost. Like you, like people lose, like someone could be in your DMs like jealous about like the attention that they're giving you and you don't even care about that person. That's how much you guys don't give enough. Like you definitely have a lot of suitors, but you guys don't even see it. I kind of feel like because you don't care because you're looking for something in particular, I feel like, and you know till you find it. So that's what I'm seeing for pile number 2. I hope you guys like that message. I am seeing particularly someone wanting to level up and ask you out. Let's see if we get some signs for this person. 5th house. So yeah, again, some of you guys could be very creative or even like to party, have fun, but doesn't mean that you're easy, you know, and a lot of people don't realize that, you know, just because they like to go out and enjoy yourself, you know, doesn't mean that you're throwing around the room, like I said. But you could be a good dancer. Yeah, 8th house, 11th house, Aquarius, Scorpio, a Leo energy. Could be dealing with a Cancer. I feel like people just spread rumors about you guys too, and like anyone that knows you knows that they're laughable. It could be dealing with the Pisces, a Leo as well, and I'm seeing Libra. It could be dealing with Venus, you know, in the 5th house, 8th house, 11th house. You guys could have Venus in the 10th house, like I said before. Yeah, I guess you have every Libra qualities. Makes sense. You know, you could be very, know a lot of people, very well connected. Doesn't mean that you may know a lot of men if you're a woman, a lot of women if you're a man. Doesn't mean you're sleeping with all of them. People realize, oh shit, like this person actually carries himself with respect. They have value past, you know, what they can give physically. You know, you actually have a lot of value. You guys have a lot of pull. Saturn, you could be very mature. You guys could have Virgo, attention to detail in your chart. Yeah, you guys could also have Earth sign or Taurus interested in you right now, or Virgo or Capricorn, 10th house, Capricorn energy. So yeah, feel like people that really are interested in being successful, their public image, are going to be really interested in dating you because you guys are definitely more than just arm candy as well. You probably have a lot of things going for you too. So yeah, I do hope you guys like that message. Bye guys. Okay, pile number 3. Let's hop right into the reading and find out what do the people that you date or men/women really think about you. Okay, so right off the bat, we got that mature woman card. So yeah, people think that you guys are really mature for your age and also that you look young for your age too. Not that that really matters, but I definitely feel like people are very shocked at your maturity. Also, I do sense that a lot of you guys can have a lot of sex appeal and be very attractive. So people are very much surprised with also how intelligent you are, how well you carry yourself, how articulate you are too as well. Fixed me, made me better. Wow. Okay, so pile number 3. You definitely attracted some fixer-uppers in your day. And a lot of people you dated can honestly say you made them a better man, made her a better woman. Actually, people secretly are attracted to you because they know that you're going to make them better. Yeah, I feel as though as well, pile number 3, a lot of you guys did go through some sort of physical glow up because it's kind of mean that you guys have made yourself better in a way. So people want to be around you because they feel like if they can get around that energy, it will make them better too, or they'll learn something. So I feel like pile number 3, people actually want to befriend you because you give off the vibe that you know something, like a secret that no one else does. Some people think you got work done, pile number 3. Yeah, some of you guys could just use subliminals or be manifesting. Yeah, but people get the impression that you got your money up and you spent money on your looks. So I'm seeing some of you guys went through some drastic transformations, but it could be energetic too as well. Let's see what else the people that you date think about you. Famous, star quality, yeah. So yeah, pile number 3. People definitely feel as though you guys are destined for fame or you already do have that fame quality. I'm definitely getting the energy where when you walk into a room, all heads turn, so on and so forth. I definitely feel where a lot of you guys, pile number 3, like matured features. Like maybe some of you guys got, you know, curves on you, or for my men out there watching too, you could be very tall, handsome. My women could be very beautiful. The way you present yourself, you guys could have watched the last pile too as well, where you could have gone through a lot of changes where people could physically see it. Because I just feel as though pile number 3 that people see that you have kind of made yourself into a star almost, or you've gone through some sort of transformation that gave you even more of this star quality. Yeah, I'm definitely getting pile number 3 that people want to date you, but they also like are fangirling or fanboying over you. Some of you guys do have a level of fame, which makes sense, or you're just destined for that. It could be in your energy. Like I always say, if you guys are new here, you know, my light workers, my healers, you have that star quality because you're high vibrational, but also a lot of you guys do have that in your destiny, like to be successful or famous. Like it could be something that could be happening for you. Innocent, scared, person of my dreams. Yeah, you guys are definitely that next level person, okay? Because people like really feel like you're going to be like that. Okay. What I'm getting from pile number 3 is that people are afraid of you because of how fast they fall in love with you. And it is true. It's not really always genuine because they're actually falling in love with like your star quality or your inspirational energy or your healing energy. Yeah, so people could think they fell in love with you very easily. But in reality, it could be that they're just like not really understanding the energy of what you guys are bringing to the table. Now, I'm not saying that people are not falling in love with you, but of course, like some people just can't love you without knowing you. But I kind of get the impression, pile number 3, that people that you barely know think that they are in love with you. Like I'm seeing like maybe you hung out with them once or twice, or they watch you online, or you DM back and forth a few times. Like people have convinced themselves that they're in love with you. People have convinced themselves that they've dated you when they didn't. Maybe you guys are just friends. Like people seriously obsess over you guys. And I feel pile number 3 that maybe you guys don't really realize this because although you have this like star quality to you and this sex appeal, you also have a level of like innocence to you. So you may not realize how obsessive people are over you. Yeah, because I'm getting a lot of weird energy here. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Like people that could be in your friend zone, could be thinking that you're gonna end up together one day. You guys have Pisces placements. People project a lot. Like, oh, you're my dream person. You know, you're very dreamy. I feel upon number 3. Something about your looks, your eyes too. People get lost in your energy, lost in your world. You could be very entertaining, have some serious siren energy to you guys too as well. I know I did that reading how seductive are you. You guys have huge seduction energy coming through because I feel like you guys are seducing people on accident that you wouldn't expect that you're seducing. And I feel like I'm not that innocent, but I feel like pile number 3, like you don't even realize how you could be making people fall in love with you. People you think that you're just friends with, people of the same gender, it doesn't matter. Like people are falling in love with you guys left, right, and center. That's kind of like the vibe here. And I did have a channel message in one of the other piles that heartbreaker, but I wouldn't even say people call you a heartbreaker because people don't even think they have a chance with you, you know? People get themselves done and hurt, but they're like, yeah, I didn't really have a chance at all. So you tend to have people kind of flee or not invest as much energetically because they kind of feel like you're going to leave them. And I do sense pile number 3 that you guys are psychics or healers. So you also have soulmates that are also kind of psychic and they know you're going somewhere, they're not going. So they could kind of tap out pretty soon, or yeah, they can sit back and want to watch you guys. But I feel like people kind of know that you're going somewhere and they hope they can come along for the ride, but they doubt that you're going to choose them or pick them as a partner. That's kind of what I'm picking up on. But you are really the person of a lot of people's dreams. And after people know you, they hope to find someone like you, or they look for you in other people, which could be creepy. Also, for my men out there watching, men may emulate you, women may emulate you. For my women out there watching, or vice versa, the people you date could try to be like you guys too. I really sense a star quality where it could actually get creepy, where you're like, okay, like this person want to be me. Like you may notice that somebody stops dating you but starts dressing and acting like you after they kind of like step aside from you because they're like, oh my god, they like actually want to be you. And it's like you trigger people. Pile number 3, I don't know what you're doing, but people you date like end up wanting to be like you, or yeah, dress like you. And it's weird because like I said, you guys could be opposite genders, and it's not like I'm saying they're feminine if they're masculine, but it's like weird. Like people actually look at you like, I want to be like that person. Yeah, I feel like, yeah, I'm hearing it probably because you think you're cooler than me. Like, people think you're really cool, pile number 3. You guys could be trendsetters as well. Innovators. You guys could be into fashion, style, makeup, anything under the sun, creative gifts, creative talents. Because I'm telling you right now, people idolize you almost. Life changer in games. Yeah, well, I got a lot of energy of you guys fixing people, making people better. Life changer. So there's something about people trying to like change to be more like you. So you got that gift, guys, to make people want to be like you, dress like you, act like you, talk like you, walk like you. You may notice that even people you dated pick up the way that you talk, or they may get into things after you get into things. Like you guys could start getting spiritual. All of a sudden, the person you date is into spirituality. Oh, you just dyed your hair blonde. Okay, your ex just dyed their hair blonde. It's like, what the hell? You just got a dog. They just got a dog. Like, people are like, you're like a blueprint for people's lives. Like, it's creepy, pile number 3, but I think it's just part of your destiny to kind of elevate and have people just kind of sit back and observe. I feel like not everyone's going to be able to be a main character in your life because the level that people obsess over you is actually creepy, and they have to take a step back. And this is definitely a big sign that you got a big destiny. Again, I always say my channel is not just for everybody. It's for people with big destinies typically, or my light workers, my healers. It doesn't matter if you have big dreams or little dreams, you will have this quality to you, and you'll notice that people will start to want to emulate you or be like you because you're so yourself. And also, pile number 3, I'm not gonna lie, you definitely had some sort of glow up where people feel like you look really good. So no matter what you wear, how you wear your hair, they're hoping that they can look good like you if they dress how you dress or wear their makeup the way you do. They're hoping that they can get a little bit of that star power too, you know? You healed me, yeah. Pile number 3, by people learning like the way that you, I don't know how to describe it, but people being in your life, or some of you guys, if you create content or this or that, you definitely heal people by just being yourself. So this type of energy where you guys are just could be a personality, like if people could just watch you, you don't have to be doing anything spectacular in your eyes. It's just that the way you carry yourself and the light that you have, it just lights up a room and it heals people. So I feel, pile number 3, that some of you guys are meant to be like entertainers or in the spotlight. And even if you're not, you just have this quality. Yeah. Because I'm getting that people can't get too close to you. Like they can't stand too close to the sun, you know? Only certain people could that are part of your destiny. Tired. Yeah, you may find that people fall off your path very easily. And once you realize that this has more to do with energy than it is to do with rejection, you realize, oh man, like, you know, you probably get fan mail where you get messages or people be like, I love your shirt. You're like, thanks. And then they don't want to have a conversation after that. You're like, oh, well, I thought you were hitting on me. And they're like, no, I just like your shirt. You know, it's not that they don't want to hit on you. It's not because they didn't think that they had a chance. They just wanted to, wow, you know, I'm going to even have this like wow factor when they're around you. Like, that's what I see. Yeah, tired. Yeah, possibly you guys drained or what? You guys could be very tired because this energy, you have to protect your energy because you guys have a lot of people obsessed with you guys. I'm just saying, like, and it's like even when things are done and over with past friends or exes, like they're obsessed with you and they cannot stop looking you up or seeing you have going on. And part of the reason is because you guys are like the blueprint in a lot of people's lives of how to run their lives. A lot of people copy you and emulate you. And I know this is a reading about the people you date, but the people you date also copy and emulate the things you say, your style, the way you carry yourself, your goals, your ambitions, because you guys are doing something right. You know, people want to be like you. You have a quality where people want to be like you, and you're a life changer. You come into people's lives and change their lives because you guys definitely are the type that just, you know, just do things that are magic. I feel you guys have a magical quality. You scare people. A lot of you guys have spiritual gifts, and it's pretty obvious. And people are like kind of scared of you, but kind of intrigued. Games. Too much competition. Yeah, what I say, pile number 3. A lot of people are not even going to bother even trying to date you. They assume that you have so many options. Your DMs are flooded. But again, most of it's more of the star quality energy than it is potential suitors, especially if you guys pick the last pile and you have really high standards. But I feel like you guys also maybe are not in the mood to date right now too as well. Not what I thought. Glam. Honest. Triggering. Yeah, you guys are high vibrational, so people may try to come into your life and think that you're one way, but you end up surprising people. The amount of gifts and talents that you guys have blow people's minds, and you guys definitely should protect your energy. Evil eye protection. You are proof of like God, you know, existing. I feel like to a lot of people, and that sounds crazy because it's like the way you guys just do and are and express yourself, it's like literally like magic. And they're like, how does this person have these gifts? How do they have these powers? And people don't have the level of gifts that you guys have. You guys can be very humble, and I think that life has kept you very humble, but I'm telling you guys right now, people try to emulate even your gifts, your talents, you know, like your style of doing things, and it's because you're just so you. Hard to get, wink. Yeah. You have a reputation of being extremely hard to understand. Out of my league. Yeah, well, no crap. Deep convos. Wifey. Not interested. Yeah, people think you're not interested in settling down right now. So the people you date, like, may not even try to be in a relationship with you. They may even try to be like, oh, yeah, I'm not looking for anything. I feel like people try to tell you they're not interested in a relationship because they know that you're not interested in one with them. I don't know. It's weird. Pile number 3, I feel like people see you as, like, a star or about to be a star. And they know you're not interested in being their wife or their husband right now. Maybe you guys are interested in that, and certain people, you know, they're going to have this conversation with you, but most people just don't think they have a shot or that you even want that. You guys are not coming across as someone that just wants to be settled down right now. I feel like you guys are coming across as someone that has a lot of big hopes and dreams. Yeah, I feel like you guys are taking a leap of faith towards a lot of goals and dreams lately. It takes a lot of courage for people to ask you guys out or even approach you guys because you have a star quality. And even if you don't have followers or a social media, you definitely could get some if you wanted to, but even if you don't, it's just your energy, guys, and that's that. You guys are master manifestors, and it's pretty apparent that you guys have manifested yourself into certain situations that most people can't do that. Yeah. King of Pentacles. 9 of Pentacles. There's definitely people that want to date you, but they feel as though you are very independent and you're looking away from them right now or in the past or in the future. It doesn't matter. People are afraid of your rejection too as well. Some of you guys are planning on doing a career change, and you might, or you have done one, or some of you guys have successfully transitioned to like a regular job to a social media or self-employment or something like that. Like you are a lot of people's idols, pile number 3, even people you've dated. The people that you date can see a lot of people look up to you, and even like for my women out there, the men that you date see that other women look up to you. And it really intimidates them too as well, but also intriguing. People would love to have you. You guys are definitely like a dream person to a lot of people, but they're like, how do I even get this person? Iconic. I want to be like you. What did I say, pile number 3? People you dated end up wanting to be more like you than date you because of the fact that they just feel like you're not interested in that. You definitely need to date someone really mature that sees beyond this like star quality that you have and sees that you're a real person behind all that, because I feel like you guys are like still a very down-to-earth normal human being, like, but I feel that you guys may have some level of fame to you, or you will, or it's just in your energy, because people have a hard time seeing you as a human being, like, because you're so talented, gifted, amazing, charismatic, glamorous. You have this like larger than life type of persona, and people have to see underneath that you're still a human being. Yeah. Wow, there's somebody, one of your exes is mad and heartbroken that they couldn't even be, they wanted to be you. Yeah. You guys probably have experienced some narcissistic relationships where people came in because they saw this glitz and glam and they wanted to be you. Like, and then they try to bring you down a lot. People will try to bring you guys down because a lot of people are not on this vibration. They don't have these gifts, they don't have these talents, and they couldn't in a million years. The only thing they can do is step back and watch and learn, and that's it. Non-committal. Yeah, people think you're non-committal, pile number 3. Maybe you guys have left behind a lot of people to go after your dreams. People think you have a lot of options and that you're going to probably end up with somebody famous or someone rich or someone successful. And so they don't really try unless they feel like they are those things. And unfortunately, a lot of narcissistic people see themselves in a higher light, which is why you may get a high dose of narcissistic delusional people asking you out. But I think you guys know the signs now. Yeah, a lot of people would love to date you, but they just feel as though like you got so many damn options. I even feel like it's like people are competing left and right and center, or competing against their own friends, or competing against, like, they feel like everyone's a competition because you are worth it. Like, you are that person. So only the strong can really, like, yeah. Also, a lot of you guys travel and stuff too, so a lot of people choose not to date you because they feel like it's going to hurt them if you go away for trips or traveling, or some of you guys are really working on a project right now, or you have some sort of dream where people are like that, they don't want to date you because they feel like you're going to make it big and forget about them, and it's going to hurt them even more. I'm hearing that, so I hope you don't get famous. Like, a lot of you guys are working on something right now, and there's somebody you did in the past that didn't want you to do it, or you have a big dream that someone doesn't want you to do around you because they actually feel like you're going to make it and you're going to leave them behind. And that's something you guys may experience in relationships that, you know, although a lot of people see you with a star quality, you may date or have friends that try to humble your ass because they want you all to themselves. So that's why some of you are like, huh? People think you're not interested, but you've probably been through a lot of experience with people who try to bring you down, so you're very selective, or you're just getting out of that crap. And I feel like some of you guys did recently get followers or fame, and it triggered a lot of people around you. Yeah. Yeah, maybe some of you guys have been open about not wanting to settle down right now, or not wanting to have kids, or wanting to go after your dreams. Or if you already have kids, you don't want any more right now. Like, and that does make a lot of suitors not want to come forward, because if they want something a little more traditional, even if you guys did pick pile number 1 or 2 or whatever, like I think it was pile number 2 where you were like a little bit more traditional, like people has to get to know you to know that. Like some people just assume that you don't want that just because of this like big goals, big dreams, or just charisma also. It doesn't have to be that you guys have big goals and dreams, but you have a star quality. Yeah, maybe you guys are focused on your work, actually. Yeah, I feel as though possibly a lot of you guys travel a lot or travel for work as well. And a lot of people can't handle that in a relationship or a past lover. Yeah, there's someone in your friend zone, too, that never pushed for more because they knew that they can't handle that long-distance relationship. Yeah, in case you guys were wondering. But a lot of people aren't going to tell you that, guys, because their ego. A lot of people have you trigger people's egos. Like, they feel like they're already so below you energetically that they have to kind of put on this front that like, you know, they don't want you. Oh yeah, I'm not interested, or I want to be single. But in reality, people know that you could go over the oceans, over the seas, or around the corner and get better than them, okay? And some of you guys have moved away from somebody. Yeah, you are hot. People think that you're really hot. The people you date think that you're really good in the bedroom if they've gotten you. You are mine. You actually trigger a lot of possessiveness in people too. So you may notice that people act up around you. I feel guilty. Yeah, there's definitely somebody here who definitely sabotaged this relationship with you in the past. They're coming through. Why do they do that? The devil in reverse. They're just obsessed with you guys. Like, you guys trigger people into obsession with the star quality that you have. And it almost makes people not act right because they hate the obsession they have with you. It makes them feel as though they don't have no control. And they don't have control over you because you guys are going to be going after what you want to go after, period, you know? And people also feel like you're going to juggle them, and they can't. Like, people don't want to be in a relationship with you because they feel as though the chances of you cheating on them is very high, or finding someone better, or leaving them for someone better. And on the flip side, there could be someone here that regrets not leaving a relationship behind to come towards you. 2 of Cups. 6 of Pentacles. Yeah, there's definitely somebody here who regrets the way they acted. They wish they put more effort in. Yeah, because it's kind of like this energy of like, oh, I really feel like this person is not going to stay with me. But like, what if they do, you know? And I feel like a lot of people just don't, they'd rather, okay, I'm not going to lie, pile number 3, you're like that person that people want, their dream person, but they feel the chances of them ending up with you is very low. So they'll go for an easier option to protect their ego, their heart, you know, because the chances of being heartbroken by you is very high in these people's point of view, because you are the star. You are you guys just be very highly attractive. And again, a lot of guys don't realize this. I feel a lot of guys are humble and you're like, hey, I don't understand why this person acting like this, because they're like, they feel as though like you're going to break their heart. But there's somebody here who's realizing that maybe you are worth the risk. There's definitely some other people that just couldn't do it with you. They couldn't handle this attention you guys get. A lot of people can't. Whether they're narcissistic and jealous, or they are jealous of your other options, or they feel like you're just going to float away and make more money and leave them behind, or you just do better than them, or you're more talented than them. There's a lot of reasons why you trigger the hell out of people. You're really attractive, period. Even friends, you may have issues with friends too, because I'm really getting like a lot of you guys have to constantly distance yourself from people. Unfortunately, it's because your destiny is big. Even if you guys don't realize that yet, I'm here to tell you, you know? Hit the 7 of Swords, yeah. Yeah, somebody definitely regrets. Maybe they did something dishonest with you, or snuck around, you know, but I feel like they did this because they honestly did not feel as though, well, that you guys were going to choose them. So they could have just kept a lot of options around for a safety net, or someone else around. But if they knew that you were going to choose them, they probably would have just went with you, you know. I think, yeah, there could be somebody here who's making a choice to leave something behind to come towards you. Because maybe they feel as though their destiny is big like yours. So the King of Pentacles here could be an earth sign, could be a water sign person, could be a fire sign. Yeah, but again, like everyone that you date or people that have dated you have to accept that they're going to probably be like second to your light. Like they have to be comfortable with not being the star of the show. Like you guys kind of steal the spotlight naturally. You could definitely be with somebody that also wants the spotlight, but I feel that a lot of the time when you guys date people like that, they feel in competition with you. Whereas you need somebody, I feel like, that is going to like support your endeavors, or even the fact that you guys like to dress up and shine. Honestly, this is just an experience that you guys may have because you're attractive. Like you are, like this person's gonna have to accept that people are gonna turn around and look at you when you walk into a room. You look good. And I feel like the Ace of Wands here and the Fool, like somebody really actually wants to, like they're like, okay, if I'm stupid for taking my shot, look, Knight of Cups, I'm gonna take my shot. Someone's gonna take their shot at you guys. I feel like somebody you liked and they could have like chickened out or messed up, but they really want to come in. And you guys could have check out my spicy deck, my digital deck in my Etsy shop. Sorry guys, long day. Supposed to be a short reading, but I don't feel good enough. What did I say? Yeah, people you date don't feel good enough for you, and it's because you're star quality, guys. You're a superstar, and if you are not one yet, people already treat you as such. I can't control my, yeah, you know that saying that some men have, and I don't believe it at all, but, you know, if you treat her like a, whatever, like to treat like a fan or something like that, you guys know the expression, drop it below, but it's kind of like, you know, people have to unlearn those toxicities, because I feel like a lot of people messed up because they feel as though they can't act like they are impressed by you, or they can't act like they're intimidated by you, or they have to try to humble you, and it makes you turned off to that relationship. And in reality, they're only doing that because they wanted to feel like they were on your level, or they wanted you to see them as like, you know, yeah, or put you down a notch, honestly. But I feel there's certain people are gonna realize, like, no, like, this person's still a human being, and they deserve to be treated with respect and love. I'm not gonna try to put them down a notch because I feel insecure next to them. Or, you know, again, there's certain, you know, toxic masculine teaching that's like, oh, you know, if you are simping over a girl, she's gonna treat you like shit, which is not true. I think you guys need to simp city and simp it up, you know? And I feel like somebody's simping for you, like, you know what, fuck it. Like, I'm gonna simp for this person because they're that being, and having this person on my shoulder would be a win and a win, and everyone would be mad, and I don't care who I upset. Because I feel like something about your existence could upset a lot of people, because it can make, you know, a lot of people jealous and triggered. Like, how the hell did you get that person? And energetically too as well. When you enter a room, like, there could be energy here if someone's like, you know, I'm hearing that one song, You Be Killing Them, and they're saying like, leave my last chick execution. Like, somebody wants to leave their shit behind and come towards you, and you got that power. And you guys could definitely deal with a lot of evil eye because of it. And you're not even asking for it half the time. And yeah, I want to heal you. Yeah, okay, there's somebody here that realizes that just because you have this dark wall doesn't mean you're not suffering or healing. Actually, a lot of people who do have big destinies go through a lot, you know, early on in life, bullying and people putting them down. It's because, you know, at the end of the day, you always attract people to you like a moth to a flame. And I don't feel good enough. Yeah, someone's realizing that they took out that not feeling good enough energy on you, and when they should have been helping you and healing you. Are your posts about me? I never felt like this. Because they could be stalking you on a fake account, could have blocked this person, or they could just be someone who stepped back. I've never felt like this. Yeah. Somebody's realizing that maybe they thought they were just like, you know, bamboozled by you like the rest of them, but then they kind of realized, no, I actually think I have real feelings for this person, and I didn't act right because I thought that like I was stupid for having these feelings and that you were going to play me or this or that. So that's kind of what I'm seeing. Let's get one more here. Shy, question mark. A natural beauty. Yeah, I feel you make people shy, but you make people want to be romantic with you guys, but they just feel like they're not going to have a real shot with you. Like, people just feel lucky to even be around you half the time. And I feel like you guys are going to be entering more into this energy, but there is definitely someone here who's thinking about it. They could have definitely sabotaged here. Yeah. Page of Swords. They're stalking you right now. Two of Wands and the Chariot. Yeah, there's definitely someone who kind of feels like you're part of their destiny. And that's it, I feel, pile number 3. Don't really worry about, you know, who is insecure, who's trying to bring you down, blah, blah, blah. Because at the end of the day, the people that are meant for your destiny, there's going to be like a little tugging. Like, maybe this person is meant for my destiny. Whereas people that aren't meant for your destiny and see that star quality, they're just going to sit back and watch and be impressed. But there are certain people that are going to get that intuition. Like, no, I actually feel as though my intuition is telling me I have a shot here. And I feel there's someone here that actually can see you and them being married even. And they definitely messed up. But they feel as though, like, you could really change their life, and that's a lot to take on, because also, you know, pile number 3, you attract someone's attention that people got to get used to that too. Even if they don't want attention, they have to get used to kind of like being in the spotlight too, in a sense, when they're around you, because you attract so much attention. Does that make sense? Like, people who date you don't, like, they have to adjust to the level of attention you guys get, whether it's from other suitors or online or just in general, or from people that look up to you, so on and so forth. So as I'm seeing pile number 3, people that you date think you're a superstar, or people that you've dated think that you're too famous for them now. Like, especially if you guys dated people in the past and you've gotten some success after or glue up after, people just think you're too up there for them now. And that's probably why some people from your past don't even bother. Obstacles. And some people from your past also created obstacles for your successes because they were so jealous of you, but also that you were going to slip away and go places. But yeah. Yeah, people just know they can't control you. Again, there's just certain energies that kind of feel as though they would love to date you, but they just feel as though you're just going to find someone better than them soon, you know? And they could be intuitively correct about that, you know? Communication, fair male. Yeah, there's definitely someone here that feels like they treated you unfairly because of their own insecurity, and they want to come in and make you an offer, and that's what they're going to do. So that's what I see for pile number 3. I do hope you guys like that message. Bye, guys. Okay, pile number 4. Let's hop right into the reading and find out, what do the people that you date or want to date you or that are attracted to you or that you've dated really think of you? Okay, pile number 4. At first, I wasn't quite understanding what was going on here, but now I kind of see it. You're very divinely protected. But of course, people are not going to like articulate it that way. So people really see you as someone that really will cut them off if you need to. maybe you are very short with people, maybe you're very high and by. I'm kind of getting with the exotic here. Like people may want to approach you, be like, who are you? Where are you from? What's your background? You're like, too many questions, you know? You guys may feel like an alien. You may feel like you don't like to socialize in ways that other people socialize. I know I'm big on that. Like, I really don't like small talk at all. I might go, you know, have a conversation about something I'm interested in if it catches my eye. But a lot of times when people try to converse with me when I'm out, I'm like, no, I'm not in the mood to chat. I know that's rude to say, but it's like, I really like to like hang out with my friends and listen to music. I really am not always out to meet people. You guys can follow me on Instagram, QueenAliceLove, because I do love to party, I love to dance, but I'm not always in the mood to chat, especially not with people that just want to hit on me, and I kind of know what it is. And you guys, pound number 4, I feel like you guys have kind of assumed that a lot of energies that are coming at you don't have the best intentions. And it could be from experience or you could be right, but a lot of the time as well, people just are genuinely curious about you, and you guys could be very annoyed about that. You guys could also check out the pod before with the star quality. Maybe you relate to kind of like maybe having a little level of fame too, or maybe some guys are famous and you're like, please, no questions, no autographs today, you know. But I feel for some of you, it's more like you have a quality to you where people just want to know more and more and more about you. With the angel energy, I do feel you guys do have angels around you. You guys could be very in tune with the angelic realm. And there's something very divine about you. There's something very out of this world about you, something very strange about you guys. And people are just trying to figure you out all the damn time. Now, pod number 4, I really sense as well, you guys have a lot of enemies or have suffered a lot of evil eye or spiritual attack. And you're very cautious about who you let in your life, in your circle, due to experience, but also just due to the fact that you are someone special in the spiritual world. And you may or may not know that, so I could be the first person telling you guys this, but again, I like to say my channel is for light workers and healers. Some people can't even keep up with how fast I talk. You can always slow the video down if you need to. You guys could be channelers like myself. I channel super fast and I like to get the information out. Bada bing, bada boom. But a good friend. So pod number 4, honestly, you guys do have a reputation for your friends, people you date, that you're an amazing friend. And maybe you do have a reputation of choosing your friends' happiness over your own even, or you guys could be very much like, the type of person that you'll go out with your friend and make sure your friends have fun, but you're not in the mood to chat, you know? And I feel like people will try to get to you, but they can kind of see that like you rather not talk to them. I don't know why I'm picking up on that, but maybe because you guys get drained very easily. I know I do, and I love to, you know, have fun in life, but sometimes a certain social interactions can take me out for a couple days. So I'm very cautious, or even sometimes very short or even mean to people if I'm not in the mood to talk to them. And pod number 4, you guys can give off the same energy. But something else about the angels kind of like abruptly ending situations too in your life that could make you guys kind of have abandonment issues, but in reality, it was like a lot of divine protection has taken place. So you guys can have like a hypersensitivity to rejection, or even to, because you're intuitive as well and you can read people, but also because of experiences where you feel like people haven't really stuck around for you the way you have for them, or you've had betrayals in your life, pod number 4, because although you guys are a great friend and a great person, you're incredibly angelic and special, and people are just very jealous of your spiritual, hierarchy, you know, for lack of better terms, but you are king/queen energy. You got this king/queen energy. Like you got people around you that kind of just like want to be around you, that want to listen to you. Like you guys have a natural like pull. You also have probably friends around you too that kind of like serve. I don't want to say they serve you, but it's almost like you have, when you do have good friends around you, it really seems like you got like this bond, this unbreakable bond, and the people around you want to be good to you the way you're good to them. And I feel like pod number 4, people you date could be upset that they can't get in between your friendships. You guys could be a lot like myself, where I'm very like, you know, into women empowerment, and I'm not about like if you're gonna talk about my friend badly or this or that. And when I go out, I always try to make sure my friends have fun more than I'm into like, you know, dating or getting hit on. You know, you guys definitely have released the need for validation. You're just chilling, enjoying your life. If anything, you get a lot of validation, and you know that the people coming up to saying, oh, who are you? Where are you from? You're really cute. Like you're like, okay, cool. You know what it is. Like they're just looking for this or looking for that, or they're attracted to your energy. Like you guys kind of know what it is. But there's a lot of people around you, or you've experienced a lot of people being highly jealous of your aura that draws people in, and your healing energy. And a lot of people tend to compare themselves to you. So you guys have the reputation of being good friends and even good in relationships, very loyal, very caring. But what happens is that people get very jealous of you guys and end up being like, yeah, you guys kind of like, for lack of better terms, I really sense you guys are kind of like chosen ones in a sense, like you are here for a very divine purpose, and your angels may or may not tell you guys this. Some of you guys don't really realize this, and they keep you kind of in certain places and environments for reasons. And it can be very frustrating and very hard on you guys, but there is a reason why you're at where you're at exactly right now. But one thing is for sure, anyone that's crossed paths with you, dated you, had you in their life can honestly say that you're a good friend. And I feel upon number 4 that the people you dated or people that screwed you over, they regret doing that because they miss your friendship. Because you are a lot more than just a fling. Yeah, I'm also hearing because my friend just texted me and she also channels messages, but she had like a channel message that she did at her house was like, "You're an angel. I'm sorry I didn't treat you as such," or "You're a gift from spirit, and I'm sorry I didn't treat you as such." Like that's what I'm hearing, pile number 4. Like you guys are truly like good souls, like genuine, moral, caring, nurturing, thoughtful, almost to the point where it could overexhaust you how empathetic you are. Because I know a lot of people will say to me, like, oh, who cares if like this person having fun? Just enjoy yourself. But intuitively, I can't even like have fun if I could feel the person next to me like not having a good time and so empathetic. Like, you know, I feel like you guys like you don't even want to be like this. It's like you can be naturally in tune. Even with this energy, I like to explain this to people, even dating for me is even harder because like if this person's hurting or if I have to hurt them or break their heart or end things with them, I'm gonna feel that too. And I feel you guys feel everything. You guys can be my feelers. So you're just actually kind of cold or even mean to people to kind of put your walls up because you know that like a lot of people just don't have your best interest at heart. Or not meant to be in your life. You're different. Yeah, pile number 4, you're hella different. Like you are one of a kind. You are divine, pile number 4, for sure, for sure. And you have the reputation of cutting people off very quickly and very fast. And people can say whatever they want about you, but at the end of the day, you've done nothing but be good to a lot of people in your life, and your angels see that. And also they expose people in your life quick and fast so that you can get rid of them because they want you to enjoy your life. They want you to have fun, and you're going through a healing process where you guys are really getting rid of this like people pleasing, and you're learning how to step out and shine. And I know it's even harder. If you guys checked out the reading before with the star quality, I feel like you guys have star quality, but also be very angelic. So it's like really hard to have both of those energies because it's like part of you is destined to be seen and be in the spotlight, but the other part of you could feel every little bit of eyes on you and every little bit of evil eye on you. And you get attacked for this quality that you have too. And also it's pretty obvious to a lot of people who are spiritual or in tune that you are special, like that you're chosen. And like pile number 4, you may experience a lot of evil eye, like because of this. And also you are beautiful inside and out because you're spiritually a beautiful person. Sexy. Okay, pile number 4. Yeah, your exotic is sexy too. I feel like that's part of like the angels gifted you with like some exotic sexy features. So you guys may have had like actually like not like some of these features that you were blessed with growing up because maybe people bullied you, but these are actually gifts from God, your angel spirit, whatever you believe. Very religious tolerant here. But you guys know I channel, so yeah. I feel you guys are very beautiful and you're very unique features, and you can have people like kind of put you down or even bully you for these things, but actually that makes you stand out. Because some of you guys have very low self-esteem for the amount of people that has something to say about you guys when you're just trying to mind your own business, but it's actually because of jealousy. I also realized that like when I reach a certain level of attractive, I'm not trying to not be humble, but I know like over the years I've definitely gotten more confident, more attractive, and I've noticed that like certain people like they will try to go and try to like pinpoint like flaw, and I've never experienced that, like people being like, oh, like you know, your one hair's out of place. It's like I never had that before, you know, years ago. Now all of a sudden you're looking me up and down for one little flaw. You know, you guys may experience people hyper fixated on every little move you make, whether it's with your life, with your friends, with your circle, the way you carry yourself, you know, and people are literally obsessed with you guys. Pile number 4. The people you date see that you got layers, and there's something just not normal about you guys, and it could freak them out a little bit as well. Let's see what else we have here. Psychic AF. Yeah, pile number 4. You guys are my extremely gifted spiritually people with a special purpose. So dating is not just going to be dating for you. Having fun is not going to be having fun. If anybody has your energy in them, or you guys do have, you know, little 18 plus interaction with people, it's going to change their lives. It's going to send them to awakening, spiral, trigger. They could cut you off really quick and fast and get scared because you guys have a level of awareness about the world, a level of, let's say, you guys have gone through so many awakenings, a level of, like, I don't know how to describe it. Like, your energy can actually trigger people into awakenings very easily. So you guys tend to, like, you know, be very selective about who you spend time with as well, because you're like, hey, listen, something's going to happen to you. And I don't know what. Even your friends around you know that they're elevating at the same time as you. Maybe it's something you guys discuss or you're aware of, or they don't know that. But it's like people could want to learn and grow and be around you, but the moment they start acting funny or working against you, your angels will cut this person off. Or they'll expose this person. So yeah, I feel that it's almost like people want to do bad by you, but there's like a wall. If they want to, there's like a wall that says, no, you can't. Or they get instant karma. People you dated know that you're special because of the way they've gotten instant karma if they've done you wrong. If an ex has done you wrong, something did you wrong, they get instant karma, and your angels make sure they let them know exactly why they got that. Okay? You guys attract a lot of enemies in your life. But it also makes you very strong. I think that you trigger a lot of people's demons, and a lot of people will try to hurt you in this lifetime because they are so triggered by your existence, you being here. But your angels are saying, thank you for being here. We know it's not easy. They said, thank you. That's nice. Thank you for being here at this special time on Earth. No, it sucks, angels. No, I'm joking. All right, so anyways, Ace of Pentacles. I'm just hearing for you guys that you have a very divinely orchestrated, like, life. Lots of tower moments, lots of awakenings, lots of towers. You bring tower moments into people you dated's lives and your friends and a lot of things. And people kind of know that, like, okay, I should never mess with this person. And not necessarily because they had bad intentions, because they're not ready for all of that. Like, you are bringing awareness to people's lives. They start seeing things the way you see them. They start, you know, picking up things intuitively. They start awakening. They start seeing the truth of their lives if you're not the one pointing it out to them. So yeah, you guys have a very exotic sex appeal too. You're very physically attractive as well. And I feel that, but there's definitely more to you than that. And people are realizing there's layers and layers to you. And upon number 4, I feel like, yeah, people should see you as a good friend. And if they don't, do like good riddance, especially people you date. Like if they can't respect you on a human level, like goodbye, you know, because I feel with the 5 of Cups there's certain people that are actually upset that they treated you badly because they realize that they played themselves. Someone's going through serious karma for the way they treated you. An ex or something. Yeah, the Empress in reverse. Love is in reverse. 3 of Pentacles. Who the hell is this? 7 of Pentacles. People are jealous that you are gifted, that you're special, that you're chosen, that you're divine. But to be honest, pile number 4, like, you know, they couldn't handle a day in your shoes, because I try to explain to people too, like, having these gifts is so difficult. Like literally, like yesterday, like I wanted to be able to film for you guys. I was in physical pain. Like my heart was aching. I could be feeling like, you know, the energies of the world, of the collective. Someone could be thinking about me. Like I could be feeling, someone could be going through it. One of my friends, I may not even know it. Like I take on the pain of other people's, and it's really tough. And I feel like you guys do the same thing. So that's why when you're not in the mood to have people in your energy, you're not in the mood. Like you're very selective because you don't want to be feeling extra crap. And people could also be spiritually attacking you guys or draining you guys or whatever. And you just, it's a lot, guys. And I also feel like, yeah, with the lovers, yeah, you guys have definitely been through relationships too as well that were super draining and taxing. Let's see. Yeah, you guys are empaths, pile number 4. But if anybody ever did spend any time with you guys, dated you guys, they can never get over you, pile number 4. The people you dated will never ever get over you. Because you just provide so much healing, so much hope, so much inspiration. A lot of you guys also are working on careers and you're working on yourself, and you guys, yeah, you're special, pile number 4. People you date realize that you're special. Like this person is special. There's something special about you. People have said that, like there's something different about you, something special about you. You're not like other people. And it's very obvious that you're not like other people. Because people may mistaken you as someone that they could use or take advantage of, when in reality, you're just someone with a pure heart, and people are not used to that. And so when people try you, either you guys pick the pile where, oh, well, you know what? Honestly, I feel like you guys are learning to speak up for yourself. I feel like your boundary game is on point right now with the star there. And maybe it could just be for this period of time. You guys are going through an awakening right now, the Angels are saying. I know you probably went to like 50 of them, but yeah. What's about this past energy here? Yeah, a lot of you guys are meant for big destinies where you're meant to be out your creative gifts or be seen and noticed. And it's kind of like that delicate balance between like not having all eyes on you to be drained, but also being able to step out in the spotlight and do what you need to do. And I feel like you guys are kind of learning that balance. Like, you know, if you are the type that you work online or that you have a job where it demands a lot of time and energy, when you're out with your friend, you don't really have the extra energy to expend on, you know, listening to people's problems or being out all day or just being drained like needlessly, or just being like, you know, you're so deep and you're so emotional and you know, underneath all that differentness, no? And I feel like people who get to know you realize that you're really deep and emotional, and you don't deserve to be treated like, you know, just like some random schmandom booty call, you know? And people that treated you like that regret it because they got karma, or you trigger them to an awakening where, you know, they are always going to be haunted by your memory. Like you guys, your angels kind of use you as karma for people, sorry, but like, or lessons for people. So you may have a lot of people coming out of your life a lot, and it could be very lonely, but this is like your calling, part of your calling, but you also will have people around you. I did post on my Instagram, you guys can follow me on there, QueenAliceLove. It's not lonely at the top, but it's lonely between levels, but I do feel like it's always going to be kind of lonely for a light worker and a healer in a sense, because it's like not a lot of people are going to understand your gifts, what you go through. You may get a reputation of being stuck up or a bitch or just closed off or just not in the mood to chat, but in reality, you just really need to protect your energy. Like I have a Cancer rising, and when I'm tapped out, I could be very like short and like agitated, and it's just literally like like torture when I like took on too much energy. But a lot of that shit energy that I'm feeling is not even mine, you know? And you guys can be the same way. It's like, why do I feel like shit? Like, it's like not, and you have to go home and cleanse and meditate on it and rest. And it's like, you know, and you guys still have to get back on that horse, get back on that spotlight. Like, and unless someone's really going to provide you with something of value, you guys don't really waste your time with certain people. And it's like, you are more special than most. Like, you should demand more than most. And if people are not willing to be catering to your gifts and like, you know, and everything you have going on, then they shouldn't be in your life. Because I get it. And I tell my friends, I know I'm sometimes not the easiest to have around because of the fact that the gifts make life very difficult. And, you know, if it's time for me to go, it's time for me to go, you know? And some people, oh, we just got here. I'm like, I can't do this, like the energy, blah, blah, blah. You know, it could be very annoying. And you'll have people around you that are going to appreciate these gifts because they're going to help them level. At the end of the day, you guys are special and you're that girl or that guy. So it's like, the people you date, like, I feel like they'll try, like, there's some people in the past that'll try to make you feel bad about your gifts, but in reality, they know that you're special and they're actually jealous. Like, that's kind of what's going on there. Like, people know that you mean well, but I feel like you guys have gone through situations with people where they're extremely jealous of how amazing you guys were, how talented you guys are, honestly, how divine you guys are. And it's pretty obvious to a lot of people that you're unlike a lot of people. You're truly one of a kind. And you don't have to try hard to be different. This is my people where you guys, no matter how hard you tried, you couldn't fit in. Maybe you even hated these things about yourself. You're like, why? Like, I feel like, you know, my people with this destiny, you have a harder past because of your destiny, because it has to prep you for what's to come next. But you guys have big things coming. What do the people that you guys date really think of you? That you're not interested in love. Interesting. But it's not that. It's just that, like, you know that your angels will bring you the right person. You're not interested in like playing like the field or being out there in the way that normal people are, because you know that's going to expose your energy to things that are not good for you. So you kind of turn your back on what normal people do. Like, maybe you guys wish you were normal, but you're not normal. You have to kind of live your life with your gifts. And yeah, it's hard for people to get to know you guys. For a lot of you guys too, like, you don't really want to even date around because you feel like you'd rather just have your person, you know, come in. That makes sense. Like, a lot of you guys feel deep down like you want your person and nobody else. Like, whether you met them or not, I kind of feel like a lot of you guys are just like deeply spiritual, and it's very hard if you guys get back on that horse when you're drained or when you're discouraged or when you go through a loss. It can be very hard for you guys to keep going just because of the fact that you're so sensitive. But your angels are saying that, like, they want, after this transformation, you'll be able to be more open to new experiences, new people, because you guys have to learn to, like, not every person's going to be as deep as you. Not every person's going to be as insightful as you. Not every person's going to be as genuine as you. And it's not because the world's full of crazy people or terrible people all the time. It's also because you're on just a different level of understanding. And you're also on a different level of emotional complexity and deepness. You guys could be deep feelers. And not a lot of people will understand that. You guys reject a lot of people. Or you guys have left a lot of people behind. Yeah, this is my pile where you guys are actually meant to shine and step out even more, but you're struggling with it energetically. But I feel like you guys are just going to keep working on it. You're interested in working on your confidence, you know, work on shielding your energy before you go out, you know, cleansing your energy every single day, especially if you guys are on social media too as well. All the things you guys could do can really help with a lot of this energy, because I feel that a part of you guys really wants to go out there and, like, be able to be around more people and interact or put yourself out there, your creations out there more. And I don't want you guys to not do it just because you feel a lot of this evil eye, or don't let people bully you out of what you came here to be. Because again, a lot of people have eyes on you, but you're also very much an outcast because you are different. You always probably felt different, pile number 4, and you're meant to come here and kind of be innovative. But also your sensitivity is a gift, because it's going to be helping you guys gauge, like, what's good for you, what isn't. But at the same time, I feel like a lot of you guys, your sensitivity has something to do with your gifts, whether it's spiritually or creatively as well. And it's going to make you, like, very popular one day, or famous if that's what you guys want to be, or successful, or if you're not already that. Some of you guys already are those things. So it's like people want to get to know you and more, but you guys are not letting anyone in. That's kind of like what people think. And the people that you dated think that, like, you've locked them out energetically. The people you've dated from your past feel like you've cut them off and locked them out, and there's no going back. That's how they truly feel. And it's also energetic, because you guys have vibed up so much that it's a lot of these people don't have what it takes. You have a lot of, like, lessons in your life. I want to say lessons, but a lot of experiences that are, like, people kind of signed up to kind of be like in short little relationships with you guys just to level up a little bit in this lifetime, because most people can't even handle like how quick and fast you guys have elevated and learned and evolved in this lifetime. And you're going to need a soulmate that's a fast mover, just like you guys, energetically and spiritually. That's what angels are saying. A lot of people fantasize about marrying you. You guys have that queen energy. But at the same time, people feel like they have to like that you're so far from them now. Like they feel like you're like, I don't want to describe it, but I feel like there's people in your past if you cut off that. And also it's like your angels also do this too, so they don't bother you, but they kind of make them feel like they don't have a shot back in your life. A lot of people, you may feel abandoned, but in reality, you're very, very protected. So you're going to have periods of time where you're very isolated. This is because you guys have a special purpose. Some of you guys have not discovered it yet. Some of you guys are in the process of it. Some of you guys are already doing it. But I feel like you guys are being told that you're going to have like a, they're planning somebody, they're planning a wedding, a royal wedding. No, I'm kidding. But I seriously see like a wedding coming up for you guys. Yeah, or maybe a new love that's going to understand your guys' depths and complexities. Or a lot of you guys know who you're going to end up with, so you refuse to like talk to anybody that's like not them. But some of you guys are being asked to like still keep an open mind because people need your guidance, your friendships, and you could be kind of pushing away. Some people actually just want to get to know you and be your friend. Even people, once you start leveling up and you start to really read people better, you'll see some people actually genuinely want to be your friend, male or female. They don't just want to sleep with you or want something out of you. Because I think you guys are actually getting like new level friends, new level soulmates, not just on the romantic sense. Some of you guys kind of feel like you know the person that you're meant to be with, but it doesn't mean that like there's not other rewarding interactions you guys can have, you know? Yeah, I feel like a lot of you guys get energetic attacks, so you're just kind of like vibing right now. Again, a lot of people are very jealous of you guys, but your angels always implement justice. Even if it doesn't feel like it, they could have big justice coming for certain people that have messed with you guys. And things are moving forward for you guys. I think you guys are going through a transformation right now. Yeah. You guys have had it with the immaturity and the players. I get it. But at the same time, like, every time you guys interact with these people or have experiences, like you elevate and change these people. Like you are like I think your angels actually have a lot of people coming out of your life so they can learn not to be the way that they are. You guys definitely taught a lot of people lessons already in the course of your lifetime. Yeah, a lot of people are heartbroken over you guys. You guys could be feeling that because you are unlike anybody else and they can't replace you. And also it's like a lot of regret too. Because also people think, okay, so you guys also are the type that I feel like you cut people off, and that also is a lesson of its own because a lot of people will put up people's BS and you're like, yeah, I love you, but no effing way. Like you guys don't deal with people's BS. And I feel like it's part of your mission here to keep shit moving. And your angels also have you guys do that too as well. Queen of Wands, you guys are super attractive to a lot of people, but you're not interested in people that can't give you what you want. You guys can also attract a lot of emotionally unavailable people that can't tell you how they feel. And you attract a high dose of people that don't normally date or don't normally express feelings or emotions because they actually are like very much attracted to your big heart and your you guys may not be open emotionally either, but you guys have a very big healing energy, and it attracts people that most people can't even like imagine are even asking you out. Like you guys don't realize that a lot of people who fall in love with you never even have feelings for anybody or don't even bother with love either. Doesn't mean they're right for you. I always say that you guys may have experienced people that's painful because it's like, you know, that person loves you, but you also know that they can't give you what you want. You guys have a lot of soulmates that have come into this lifetime to experience a relationship with you, but at the same time, they can't handle it, you know, because it's like a lot of emotions and a lot of triggering, and some people are not there yet in their healing. But yeah, you guys definitely have a lot of people that are in love with you guys and interested in you guys. A lot of exes. You try a lot of emotionally unavailable people. They have feelings, but they can't say it to you. And I think it's kind of part of like what you guys kind of came here to do, like help some people open up their heart chakras, etc., etc. I'm sure you guys know, like, you know, that you have a lot of gifts here. And your angels are saying that, like, you will find somebody that is for you. Don't worry about that. But a lot of your exes and past flings, people you date, like, they literally just are, I know how to describe it. Like, they have no words. They're, like, literally, like, what happened? You know, like, that's how they feel, like, when you guys come into their lives or leave their lives. They're like, what the hell just happened? Like, what was that? That was nothing I've ever experienced in my entire life. Like, you definitely trigger people into awakenings, guys, and then they actually do kind of research spirituality or get into it after you. Yeah. So that's what I'm seeing for pile number 4. Psychic, yeah, you read people's minds. You freak them out. You scare people. You guys are definitely something else. Very angelic energy around you. And yeah, angels could be scary to people if they're not acting right. I always say that, you know. I don't find angels to be scary, but a lot of people do. They're very powerful. You guys do have an innocent look to you, though, which I think is interesting. So, like, people may come at you thinking they can have what they want, and then they end up the one in tears. I feel like whoever hurts you is going to be hurting worse afterwards. That's kind of like what I see here. People feel as though they try to get one over on you, but in reality, they took the bigger L. And that's kind of like the karma that you guys kind of implement on people. Even if it's accidental, because nobody's meant to be messing with you guys. So if people are messing with you guys energetically, your angels are going to be like, They can only get away with that for so long, you know? Yeah, a lot of you guys are into, like, supporting your friends, your peers, and people really respect that about you. You're a real one. And you guys allow people to be themselves, and people really want to be your friend, but people have noticed that it's very hard to get on that level with you. You're very selective. But I also feel like it's because you guys let the angels choose, or the angels choose who gets to come into your life also. They kind of have a say, so you guys may feel a little bit controlled by the universe. But your angels are also saying that actually we do this to you so that you can live the best life that you want to live. You can be out there and creative. Once you really get that support and that confidence that you need, and the awareness, or once you're done with these little awakenings, I know that, like, during certain time periods, you may, like, go through awakenings and have, like, you know, an off season of that. But, like, I feel like, you know, in between the awakenings, or when you guys are done with them, like, you actually have people around you and you can live your life and stuff. But I feel like you guys go through periods of life where you're like, I wish I was normal, you know, because you have to be isolated, or you're very gifted and you just don't feel the world the way that other people do. But there's a reason for it. It's not like you just want to torture you guys. I feel like, yeah, you guys, I'm hearing you guys always have, like, new loves or people that want to be in your life or date you. And it's really up to you guys if you want to date or have experiences with people, because it's all meant for these people to learn and grow too as well. You guys provide healing to a lot of people's lives who you interact with. And when you guys realize you're just on that different level, you won't expect much from these people. But if you guys are looking for something long term, I feel that your angels will bring you that right person at that right time. But I feel like you guys are being told that just because you're deep and complex and you're a healer, that doesn't mean that you can't enjoy life or you can't enjoy interactions with people. Once you really learn to kind of see things, like, for what they are, you can kind of laugh off the way that people act, because in all reality, people really do fall in love with you, and that's one of your powers. You guys could do it very easily. And you guys have a great way of communicating, and yeah, you guys have communication skills too as well. Yeah, I feel like you guys are going to be getting more expressive lately, or being more honest, or being more, you guys are being better with your boundaries right now. Full circle. Right now, you're going through a changes where you're getting better with your boundaries. So you can kind of live the life you want to live and implement your boundaries with your friends too as well. So I just see a lot of trouble with relationships because of your gifts. And it's not even your fault, and because of people being jealous of you guys. But now you can kind of see the signs quicker. So you guys went through a lot of, like, short, horrible, quick, painful lessons with relationships and friends, so that once you really make it up there, you don't ever make those mistakes ever again, or when it's, like, too far in, or too, like, nothing that bad can really happen to you guys, because all the lessons that you guys have gone through is so that when you really do get to that point where you don't need all this, like, intervention, like, you'll be like, oh, that person's a liar, that person's a scammer, that person's a cheater. Like, you can just see things for what they are, guys. And you've probably always been this way, but now you're really embracing these gifts and using them to your benefit so that you can still enjoy life. Because I actually see you guys are going to go through the chapter where you're going to be more creative, open throat chakra, more out there, more protected, because you're also protecting your energy, your inner circle. You're learning how to protect yourself too through these processes. And yeah, you're not letting, insecure, jealous people bring you down, because you're going to see it for what it is. Yeah, you guys are going to be going after your dreams, and your angels want you to realize that you're a lot of people's dream person too. But they don't want those people with you. They're saying, we cut that person off. You're not being rejected. We told that person no. Yeah, you have a lot of people that are stalking and interested, guys. And I see a lot of new loves coming into your life too, pile number 4. And some of you guys are like, people that feel as though you met the one already, but they're saying that if that person you really truly feel is for you, let them come at the timing is right, if they're going through a transformation, whatever, because you can still explore new loves and have fun. I feel like you guys could be robbing yourself of fun human experiences because of the hurt you've gone through, but you guys have become stronger. And your angels are also saying that, like, now that you're more healed, those intensity feelings will pass, or you'll know how to, like, let those energies flow through you instead of just, like, being stuck in, like, other people's energy they throw onto you. Because I feel like a lot of what you guys experience is that. And once you really learn how to navigate the world with these gifts, you can create more of a balance in your life. And you guys are headed towards more balance, friendship, connections. I get this in some of you guys are in a hermit mode where you're just kind of like going through another awakening, and then you're going to be having a lot of new enter your life. So yeah, I feel like a lot of you guys don't realize that you're completely divinely protected. Okay. Yeah. Damn. You guys are definitely going to attract a balanced connection in your life. But you guys may feel like you always attract people that need healing and stuff. But in reality, everybody needs healing. Even you guys, you know, in a sense. Just in general, I feel like there's 2 people interested in you guys right now who are going to shoot their shot. That's kind of just what's coming through. But yeah, the people that date you really think that you're angelic and divine. And people who see you at surface value, who don't get to know you, could see from afar there's something different about you and they want to approach you. But there truly is people that want to approach you guys because they want to get to know you and they want to know what you're about. And so not everybody has bad intentions. I think you guys just been through like a dark period in your life where you had to experience that so that you can avoid it in the future. And your angels don't want you guys to be jaded because they actually are saying there's a lot of beautiful, amazing people who have similar vibrations to you guys out there for you to meet. And they wanted to go through those lessons so that you don't get caught up with the wrong people, because these narcissistic connections can easily drain you of your destiny. And you guys are natural people pleasers, unfortunately, because you're empaths. So you've had friend situations that were trying to avoid you from being seen and noticed and heard. And you guys are kind of like having tower after tower where you're realizing, okay, not everyone in the world's shitty, but I definitely was around some shitty ass people. Thanks, angels, you know? And yeah, that's that. So I feel like even dating is the same thing. Like, you know, I'm the type that, you know, I talk a lot of ish about men. You know, I'm not saying that these men are acting ideally, but there are still good men out there in the world. And if we keep operating from our hurts and we just think everyone's trash, we're never going to go out there and meet new people. Or some of you guys are kind of stuck on someone from the past when you're interested in someone new coming in. And it's important not to stay stuck or nostalgic, because even if someone's meant for you, you have to go through the healing and notions so that they can elevate upside next to you. And sometimes people don't do that with their free will as well. But your angels are saying, yeah, go out there and enjoy your life, because you're the special one here, you know? That's a cute message. You're just also saying that they're going to be taking care of you guys financially too as well. Like, you guys have nothing to worry about. Like, you know, even if you guys are dealing with financial constraints, like, it really feels as though, like, your angels kind of keep you stuck at certain places while you go through transformations or for certain awarenesses. But I do feel that you definitely had a toxic situation with someone from your past that was extremely jealous of you guys, and your star, and your gifts, your star quality. And that's the thing. You guys are extremely special, and it's pretty obvious that you're super sensitive, loyal, loving, caring person. So if someone really tried to gaslight you into thinking otherwise, they don't have their best intentions for you. I'm just gonna say straight up, people know you're sweet. They know you're a good person. And, you know, people tend to screw you over because they're a-holes. They're jealous, that's it. Virgo. Could be done with the Virgo, you can have Virgo in your chart. Venus. Yeah, you guys are very easy to fall in love with in the first house. Yeah, see? You naturally attract people to you, and you also can have qualities where you naturally like to make other people happy around you. So anyone who dates you will also have a very healing experience too as well. So here's to remind you guys that you just had horrible experiences, but not everyone in this world is horrible. You're going through some healing right now. You guys will be feeling it. That's what I'm seeing. I literally thought I was gonna get this video up on Christmas, but I highly doubt it, because this video will end up being way longer than I expected. But that's what I'm seeing for pile number 4. People who dated you literally are saying to themselves, you're an angel, and I'm so upset with myself that I didn't treat you that way, because you guys are meant to, in a sense, a lot of people don't have a well-developed sense of empathy or love the way that you guys do. So people are meant to lose you in this lifetime to experience that love and to learn from it. You're like the love of people's lives in their eyes. A lot of people think that you're the one that got away, the love of their life. And that's why I don't want you guys to get caught up thinking, oh, was this the one, this one? No, because there's always more loves over the horizon. And you're like, we got more people for you to meet. You know, that's what they're saying. But even if you guys are in love with somebody, or you feel like someone's meant for you, you're kind of meant to go play the field and show this person, like, listen, you're gonna lose me, because a lot of people will fall in love with me, because people will tend to like try to make you guys forget that you are special and you are unique. And yeah, you are. So don't let anyone make you feel otherwise. And your gifts are not anything you should be ashamed of. People should care about, you know, how you guys are experiencing the world very intensely, right? Yeah, Ace of Cups. Yeah, you guys fill people's cups all the time. So that's why you're very defensive about who you let in your life, because you know the power you have to change people's lives and to heal them. So that's what I'm seeing. And you have 2 people interested in you right now. You have a lot of people interested in you. And yeah, that's what I'm seeing. But your angels also make sure these people are prepped before they can even come in or come back. Yeah, so I do hope you guys like that message. Bye, guys. Okay, pile number 5. Let's hop right into the reading and find out, what do men / the people that you date really think of you? This is funny because with the family card. So pile number 5. People feel as though you are like family to them. Like, I feel like you guys could have some maybe Cancer placement, or just some water in your chart, or you're just very nurturing. You can have even, I feel like you guys can be affectionate. If not, then you're just very much like, you treat everyone with love and respect. You're very thoughtful. But yeah, pile number 5, people you date either want to settle down with you or wish they settled down with you. That's kind of what I'm seeing. And yeah, if you guys do have kids, or the people you've dated think you're a good mom or a good dad or a loving parent too as well, or yeah, a good parent, people you date think you're a good parent or you would make a good parent. That's what I'm seeing. And I feel like pile number 5 that, yeah, because we got a bear here, you're very overprotective. So that's why people see you as someone that's like family. You're very protective over your friends, your family, people you date, and people come to really admire that quality. You guys have a little bit of a fighter spirit in you. And I do get the energy where people underestimate your power, pile number 5, because you could come across as very like sweet and laid back even, but then there's a side of you guys that could be very like powerful, and you don't always go Super Saiyan on people's asses. Like I feel you guys have like a Super Saiyan mode that you don't always turn on. Like you have like a chill mode and you have like a stay away from my children, you know, mode, you know, or stay away from my friends, or stay away from me, you know. Loses interest fast. Interesting. Talented. Up to something, question mark. Interesting. Money, 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 and popular. Yeah. Pile number 5, I feel as though people feel as though very interesting that you're not going to be interested in them because why is that? Let me get it clarified. Why? 5 of Cups in reverse. Lose interest fast. You know what, pile number 5? I think people feel like you lose interest in them if you don't see them as a good person. That's what I kind of feel, pile number 5. Is this about I feel like it's about a specific person. Somebody really liked you guys, but they feel like you lost interest in them. And the reason why this is coming up is because you guys may feel that this person doesn't like you anymore. It could be done with the water sign. But in reality, there's something that happened here that made this person feel like you lost interest in them. Okay, I'm getting like a really extreme loyalty here. You know, I feel like pile number 5, you are the type of person, like, yes, you should be like family, but it's also like, if they don't have a loyalty to you, like you guys are not having it, or to your family, you give a loyalty to your family, your friends, and your circle, and that's kind of it, pile number 5. So say you're dating somebody, right, and your friend doesn't get along with their friend, right? And then now, like, their family doesn't like you and this and that. You're like, nah, I'm not going to have this. You guys don't really like conflict. You like the energy of everyone being like family. You want to be surrounded by love and support. So if someone has a lot of toxicity around them, you lose interest in them. That's what I'm picking up on. It could be, you know, their family caused conflict with you, or third party interactions and whatever. You guys don't deal with that. Yeah. Your angels are saying that there's somebody here who feels like you lost interest in them because they brought toxicity to their life. And they're really upset about it, pile number 5, because they actually could see themselves settling down and having a family with you, or some of you guys is someone you are divorced and have a family with, and they felt like they wish that they protected you more from toxicity. It's almost like pile number 5. Yeah, there's someone here who maybe felt like a family member of theirs or a friend of theirs or people around them brought toxic energy into your life, and you would never do that to them. You always make sure that everyone around you embraces the people that you love too as well. And if they don't at first, then maybe you may have overprotective friends, but once you guys are like, no, this person's good, like your friends are like, okay, cool, I'll lay off of it. You know, you guys definitely make sure the people around you are feeling loved and accepted. And but it's not at first, but once they're in, they're in. So that's what I kind of feel like you've done that just for somebody, and they didn't do the same for you. Does that make sense? Like you made sure that their feelings were protected. So someone you dated, and they let toxic people around them affect them out of the relationship, basically. And pile number 5, it's maybe like there's something about you guys losing interest in this person or picking up on it, and this person feeling as though they lost their shot because they didn't move fast enough to rid themselves of toxic energy that was affecting you too. You guys could have picked the pile before. I talked about being very sensitive, and I was telling you guys, like, especially on this channel or on my collective channel, you guys check it out. I talk about like going through a new level of awakening where not only can I feel the people around me, but I could feel the people around them too. Like I could tell around somebody who doesn't like me. I could tell who said an evil eye. I could also tell who's toxic in someone's life. Not that I say anything about it, but if someone has enough people around them that are not rooting for me and I could feel it, it really begins to make me question that person. How are you so comfortable around people that hate me? And eventually you're going to elevate too fast for that person to be in your vibration, because if they're around so much toxicity or people who just are out to get you for no reason, it's like they either should have to make the choice to move away from that energy to protect your energy, or they're choosing to stay there for a reason, whether it's comfortability or caring too much what those people think over how you guys feel. So basically there's a situation where somebody misses you guys because they felt like they chose maybe their family over you or toxicity over you, and when you guys never put them in that position as well. But when push comes to shove, pile number 5, I feel like you guys will stick by your convictions. But at the end of the day, you guys don't have toxic people around you. Don't tolerate it. Yeah. Family, what's this about? 5 of Wands. Yeah, somebody's had a family member or someone around them causing conflict in this connection, and maybe this person and you never really discussed it, but you could pick up on it and they realize that. Like, you're like, something just doesn't feel right these days. And yeah, I feel like you guys could pick up on things very fast, and you are willing to change and grow and work on connections with people when other people are not willing to do that. You guys, yeah. Also, you change in the course of a connection with somebody. That's what I'm picking up on. Yeah, and you change in the course of the connection of a lot of people you deal with. And yeah. What's up with this? 10 of Wands in reverse. Yeah, I feel pile number 5, because you guys are my light workers and my healers, right? People definitely get triggered by your arrival in people's lives. So, you know, whenever there's someone toxic around, someone you care about, they're going to cause a fuss because you cause people to elevate. Or so people automatically kind of get very infatuated with you guys, really like you guys when they meet you, when they start dating you, because you embrace people with love. So they want to do the same for you. But then there's going to be people around this person, whether it be exes or toxic flings or this or that, who are going to get very jealous and insecure by the fact that people really want to embrace you with open arms. And the way that they love you, they wish that, like, it's almost like someone sees you guys and they fall in love with you, and it's like, but you're at a different vibration level than a lot of people. So you cause that person to elevate, and then they're super excited about meeting you. I talk about this a lot. So they go to their friends or family, oh my, I'm with this person, and like, there's certain people around this person who could be very triggered or jealous of how much people fall in love with you or get infatuated with you. But I definitely sense it's like one particular energy coming in here where somebody basically convinced the person that liked you that you were up to something, and they maybe didn't act right in this connection because of it, or they allowed toxic energies to affect it. And that's the thing, pile number 5. People you date realize that you are not going to exist in a toxic environment. You don't allow it. You don't want it, especially if it has to do with like okay, for instance, like if you guys have a business, you're like, well, I'm not gonna let this affect my business or my baby, or you guys have kids, like you won't allow toxicity, or yourself, you just have a lot of self-care, or your family, you're like, I'm not gonna let your toxicity affect, you know, what I have going on here. That's what I'm kind of seeing upon number 5. You don't let toxic energy affect you. So if someone brings toxicity to your life, you will lose interest in them, whether or not it's conscious or unconscious. I feel like it's happened multiple times where you're like, I don't really want to be around this person anymore. And everything is energy. I'm like, if you exchange energy with somebody, even on a physical level, right? You're taking on their energy. So if they have a lot of people around them that are poisoning their energy or lowering them down, you're going to feel that too. So you guys can feel offness in people's energy that you date. And that's like something that I see here. Like the people that you dated realize that you can pick up things from their energy. So you guys may have said something. That's why I'm kind of getting Cancer vibes. We're getting very maternal energy. Like you guys could be like, did you have a bad day today? Something happened today? And you guys could pick up on toxicity and feel it. Or or if someone doesn't like you around somebody, you automatically know. So there's no hiding it. It's like, that's kind of a thing. And it's like people are kind of forced to choose, like, at times, and you guys don't mean to be like that, but your energy is kind of like you either are with me or against me, even though you guys don't want to be like that. I actually feel you guys could be the complete opposite, but you're like, okay, like I'm not going to be sitting in this. So it's kind of like you kind of force people into ultimatums, even if you don't want to, because you're like, okay, I'm going to leave if this is not going to be a good environment for me. You have money there. Yeah, I feel like somebody convinced somebody that you were just after their money, and they started acting like weird with you or pull back, and then you lost interest in them. They regret listening to the people because it's pretty obvious you guys are not like that. I feel like you guys, again, circling back to pile number 1 or pile number 2, you guys could have very traditional values, and if someone doesn't want to do those standards, or if they feel like you're not worth the risk of, you know, being taken on dates and that, then they're not for you, right? But there are a lot of people that have been talked out of dating you guys because of jealousy. I really feel like a lot of people are interested in you guys, and a lot of people secretly see you as the one for them, and they will interfere with other connections in your life or compete with other people too. Or people love you so much that you actually trigger a lot of toxic family members in other people, because maybe because you guys have a maternal thing about you that people really listen to you. So you cause people to make changes and growth in their life, and it could really trigger people that are used to this person being one way. Or maybe in the past, you know, you attracted people that were under someone else's control, and then they started getting very attracted to you and your energy, and it kind of loosened the grip of like that low vibration. And so people are kind of scapegoating you or blaming you for that, when in reality, you probably just encourage people to be their best self. You have a natural like overprotective energy. So when people come into your life, it kind of creates like a protection bubble, and it's like they're either in or out of it. And that's because you guys are divinely protected. You guys should check out the last pile, because basically you bring people into that energy once you let them in. But guess what happens then? If other people around this person are not in that energy, they get like booted out energetically, and it causes a lot of conflict because this person's trying to be in between two bubbles now. Does that make sense? Like, so I sense that that's kind of happened here, that somebody didn't lose interest in you. They just had somebody try to pull them away from you. And it's going to happen multiple times. There's definitely someone here that wishes they put more work in, because they kind of see you as, popular. I feel like a lot of people could spread rumors about you guys. And people that you've dated spread rumors about you because they're jealous. So like, you're super talented, you're super popular. A lot of you guys do have a lot of success, or you're destined for success. But yeah, people think that like maybe you are only interested in them for their money, or people have told people that, or something. I feel like this could be one particular connection where somebody was able to like get in someone's head a little bit. And I feel like this person was really happy with you. So that's unfortunate. It could be an ex, and they really regret that, because it's pretty obvious, you know. Yeah, people just hesitate sometimes to date you guys because it actually requires them to make an energetic leap. So like looking back in hindsight, the people that date you or are interested in you kind of subconsciously feel like they have to make changes before they come into your life. They may not even realize that, but that's something that they energetically have picked up on, that certain people cannot be as close to them if they're going to have you in their life, because those energies can't exist together. If that makes sense? So like in return, certain energies are going to see that as you pulling them away from that person, when in reality, it's really just vibrational. But also, it could also be that you guys are like, yeah, I can't have this person around if they're going to be acting like this and this and this. You could have been vocal about this. Who had somebody do what here? Yeah, you definitely trigger people to awakenings. Emperor. Yeah, maybe somebody had an issue with somebody else controlling them, and you kind of brought light onto that. Or you always do. I don't know. Pile number 5. You guys kind of are like big boss, you know, energy. And your energy creates change in people's lives, but it's by the love that you give people, because you kind of rule with love and not fear. But the reason why people are afraid of you guys, because you are very powerful, and you actually really do create change in people's lives. And another thing too, you encourage people to be their best selves, and you elevate them, where that exposes people around them who are not acting that energy, because a lot of people are very emotionally manipulative. I went through another awakening where I realized, oh my God, this person's just being manipulative. Like, and it's really hard for a lot of people to tell, especially if they're conditioned by family members or friends to feel bad for them, and to stay back and to stay this way or do things this way, or, you know, and you guys coming in with this kind of like your energy kind of resets people. Like, I never thought of that way. Like, you're like a breath of fresh air, and the love you have pushes out negative vibrations. Wow, we're getting kind of, so I feel like this could happen multiple times, but the people you've dated definitely feel like you've exposed things accidentally, or you spoke truth into their lives. Someone's definitely very heartbroken because they feel like they lost their shot with you. It could be a Leo or an air sign, because it could also be other people interested in you that have gotten in the way, because a lot of people do see you as that person that they want to settle down, have a family with, and be with. But again, pile number 5, some people know they don't have what it takes, so they might actually interfere with other interactions or other options of yours, or come in and out, you know, as well. So I feel like you guys have dealt with people that like take advantage of your very nurturing and loving energy. Like, you guys definitely are the type like to cook for people, probably nurture them, heal them, listen to them, help them, guide them, lead them, teach them, whatever. I think I might have said that. Yeah. Also, upon number 5, people regret like just not choosing you in general, whether it's friendship, relationships, or letting toxicity affect it, because you guys have brought so much love into people's lives, and when it's gone, it's gone. They could feel that, like, oh shit, I made a wrong choice, you know? And, you know, but it also takes a level of strength to make changes to be on that level that you guys require people to need. Because probably file number 5, you have something going on where you need to extra protect yourself. Like, maybe you're online, or maybe you guys have big goals and dreams. Maybe you do have money, or maybe you do have family. You want to protect your children, or you have a business. Like, you guys have something that you're like, I can't let toxicity or people in my inner circle. So it's like kind of like somebody is in and out of this right now, kind of, in a sense, or they let someone pull them out of what could have been a better dynamic between you and all of them. But that was a choice they kind of made. I see that, yeah. And yeah, 6 of Wands in reverse, yeah. Somebody took a hard L, or they're going to realize it, because I feel like you guys are going to level up. You're in a very self-protective mode because you were leveling up, and you're going to be leveling up money, career, success. Yeah, I feel like somebody missed an opportunity with you romantically because of someone else's bad influence, maybe friendships as well. And yeah, some people just don't have what it takes to have those sense of boundaries. They want to stay behind with people that aren't room for them. That's on them, you know? Could be dealing with the water sign. Like they wanted to be with you, but they couldn't handle like the fact that you were on a different level of vibration. They chose to stay back in lower toxic vibrations. Yeah. Wish fulfillment. Yeah. You're a lot of people's wish fulfillment, but it doesn't mean they have what it takes to be on your level. So don't get upset if somebody chooses to stay in a low vibration. That's actually just them unwilling to do soul work. And that also goes for third-party interferences too as well. Because most of the time, like if someone goes to a third party over you when, you know, things are going well and you guys are on the up and up, it's usually because of an ego-fueled thing. So somebody regrets choosing a third party over you, whether it be family, friend, ex, or that. And honestly, you guys are probably the type, if you chose the last pile, to walk away rather than to deal with BS. Because you're on the up and up. So there's a lot of people that regret not choosing you and not moving quicker and faster, because I feel like you guys are going to be headed towards people who are willing to do that. Hermit away from toxicity to get their energy right. We got a King of Wands there. Knight of Swords. Yeah, someone's definitely seeing you guys slip away because they're not acting right. Or did already see that. Yeah. Someone's getting clarity that they made the wrong choice. That's kind of what I'm seeing. But it might be too late because you see the airplane, like the Nine of Pentacles. You guys are like in your like single energy right now. I don't know why, but yeah, someone, like back to the original thing. It's not that this person, like maybe even reject this person. This person can truly feel that you lost interest in them because of the way that they were acting. It's not the same anymore. You guys may feel like you're still interested in this person, but you started to act different towards them. And you also started to work on yourself more, got more popular, made more friends, getting your money up. And this person kind of fumbled the bag already with you. Yeah, you definitely started acting differently towards somebody because of like them just being immature. And it could also be because of the energies this person was around. It made you like them less because lowered their vibration and you were not attracted to them anymore. Something like that, yeah. And somebody definitely regrets letting family influence them away from you too. There's definitely a few energies here. You guys are super talented and you also inspire a lot of people to go after their goals, their dreams. And people can accept that the relationship is over with you because of their own actions. Because I really sense with the Queen of Swords there, you guys stand in your Three of Swords because I didn't say Three of Swords. Wow, I'm going to say Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords. Because of the fact that you are willing to defend your beliefs, your morals, your values. You're not one to be influenced, pushed into this, into that. You won't fake nice, for people. If you don't like somebody, you're not going to pretend. You're not going to condone negative, toxic, low vibrational things. Like if somebody's parent is inappropriate or something like that, or not acting right, you might just say, okay, I don't like your mom. Like I feel like you guys are just like straight up like, yeah, I can't deal with this, and it's not because of you guys being judgmental or mean or just trying to control. If anything, you're just trying to control your environment and keep it safe for you and the people that you love, It's like that kind of like, like it's just like the, yeah, you guys see things for what they are. So you must have told somebody, like somebody around them wasn't for them and they didn't want to accept that. And now you guys are slipping away because that energy is starting to affect you. This could be something that's happening right now or happened in the past. But I feel with the Five of Wands there, yeah, you guys actually don't want to fight people. You don't stick around and go back and forth with people. You don't go on people's levels. You actually just keep it moving. You say, this is what I see. I don't like, yeah, you guys could be very psychic. But something about a relationship where somebody was just very toxic or had toxic people around them, I should say, that lured them away from you and that you actually lost interest in them because of that. And they missed what they had with you. You guys bring stability into people's lives. That's it. You guys naturally have this Cancer stabilizing energy. So if someone's unstable or toxic, you could push that energy out. So if the person around you doesn't want that energy out, then they're going to have to go the other way. Or you're going to lose interest in having that person in your space because you're so protective over your space. My moon's actually in the 4th house, and I'm a Cancer rising, so I'm actually very much like this with my home too. I'm very particular about who I let in my home as well. And some people may not like that. They may see it as controlling and maybe type of friend like, no, sorry, your other friend can't come in my house. I don't trust them. And they're like, wow, you're such a jerk, But you're like, no, like this is me. You're very self-protective over who and what you love. You guys can have Taurus in your chart too. Totally makes sense, yeah. Leo energy, Libra energy too as well. Here's some of those signs. Yeah, someone definitely let toxicity affect and now they want to communicate. You guys may actually hear from this person too. Whoever this is, yeah, Two of Cups. Someone still wants to be with you guys and they want to try to eliminate toxicity to come towards you. So I feel like you guys are going to be seeing that. This is probably something that happens a lot just because you guys are on the up and up. But people you date like, honestly, guys, like, I really feel like people you date can't seem to understand why people around them hate you. And it's because of your energy vibration. Like, it's also the fact of the matter that you cause people to change and elevate and grow. You actually cause people to quickly and swiftly move towards their destinies. Even if it's not meant to be between you and them, you bring a level of enlightenment to people's lives. So unfortunately, in the physical world, it may cause disruptions in dynamics that were kind of like stuck or stagnant. So you guys may actually break up friend groups or families, or not like that, but you know what I mean. You guys know what I mean. It's like you guys may have Lilith there, like you're upsetting to people, but it's not because you're doing it on purpose. You kind of force people to choose you over things, and it's not really your fault. It's more energy. But yeah, at the end of the day, you guys will lose interest in people that care more about being liked than their purpose. And you know what's crazy? That you guys could be this way, so not giving an F people think, but also very popular. And that's the thing, pile number 5, the proof's in the pudding, because some of these people have toxic people around them that want to say you're this and you're that, but in reality, you always have people that want to be around you, you always have people that want to come back into your life. And even if it was like toxic friends separating you from a love interest who you knew the friends too, it's almost like those friends even try to go back in your life. And this person's like, wait, you're the one telling me not to date them. Like, people realize that, oh, if pile number 5 is so bad, why are you hanging out with them all the time? You know, boom. Like, you guys are that person that people will actually respect your opinion. And so when you say something, even if someone doesn't like believe you at first, you plant a seed and then they start to see that shit play out. Oh, this person's not a real friend. This person is not good for you. This could be something going on in your life right now. So as I'm saying, guys, just enjoy your life, keep it moving, and just lead by example. Don't try to force anybody to eliminate or cut people off. You just lead by your strong boundaries and what you accept for yourself. And, you know, if you already told somebody, hey, this is what it is, then that's what it is. But it's also be very energetic. And until someone makes the proper changes they need to, they won't ever bring success into their life. Like, it's almost like you guys are coming in and helping people eliminate things that are not helping them. I'm not saying cut off their family, but almost like maybe outdated belief systems, or friends that are toxic, or spending too much time under family members' control. You know, you help people outgrow. That's part of your karma here. Wow, we got deep today. So that's what I'm seeing for you guys. Yeah, you guys have very complex energy, and people will try to paint you out to be the bad guy in your life because you come in with such power and leadership and purpose. And you guys are very goal oriented. You're very much on the up and up. So people have to kind of be on that level too. And anybody that's like that or like you will appreciate this. They'll be like, yeah, well, what pile number 5 is doing, whatever pile number 5 is doing, it's working. So I might have, yeah, there's someone here who like took other people's advice and it didn't work, or someone else they were listening to advice and then they took your advice and it started to work. So that's why, like, people think you're up to something, guys, because you're just very goal-oriented and you guys are very much into growing yourself. So people may question your motives, like, oh, are they just in it for this or this? But you guys, in all reality, are just into eliminating what isn't for you, or learning or growing, or just seeing things for what they are. But of course, like, people see your success and all these great things, but it's because you guys are able to keep it moving. It's so important in life to keep it moving and not give an F what people think. But in reality, you're so popular. The star. Yeah. Wow, there's somebody here who is losing you guys because of toxic people around them, or lost you because of toxic people around them. The Hermit. Yeah. Maybe this person's going to start to hermit away from this person. Yeah, because you guys are in your Queen of Wands now. Maybe you guys used to be more Queen of Pentacles towards this person, but you turn more Queen of Wands. Like, all right, well, you're not giving me what I want, so let's go. Because this person could have been instructed not to take you on dates anymore, or not to date you anymore, or not to commit to you, or wait. Like, this person taking advice that was kind of meant to lead them away from you, basically. Could have been from a friend, too. So, yeah. But in the day, if someone's meant for you, they're going to keep moving towards you and come to these conclusions. Because here's the thing. Those people that are toxic in these people's lives are toxic about other things, too. You're just that stronger energy that came in there that revealed it. But these are ongoing issues, you know. And I feel like someone's definitely very hurt that, like, they let something that made them, someone that made them happy, get in the way. They let somebody that get in the way of what was making them happy, which was you. Yep, King of Wands in reverse. They didn't take action because of somebody else's influence. The Lovers and Hangman, they're seeing that clearly now because of other situations. And like I said, the angels will help these people lead to that conclusion if they're meant to be in your life. So that's what I'm saying. When these things happen, guys, it'll happen here and there. Just step away and keep shining and keep glowing and keep being you, and get that person chasing and not even worrying about what's going on around them. Because when they're in that mode of they have to have you with that emperor, then when they truly become the emperor of their lives, they're not letting other people. They can have people around them that don't agree with this or that, but they're not being led or influenced because they're in their emperor energy. So you guys are actually probably your emperor, empress energy, and you lead people into that energy because you guys are also very extremely unapologetic and powerful, and that just triggers the hell out of people. And yeah, people get jealous of you guys because of that too, for sure. Especially if, like, somebody has a father they looked up to, but all of a sudden you came in and they were trying to listen to you and take your guidance. That triggered that person. They were used to being the big boss, and then they start. You guys don't control people for your own benefit. You actually teach people how to be leaders of their own life or implement boundaries. You guys teach people how to implement boundaries. Naturally, you guys have boundaries because of your spiritual gifts. So that's what I'm seeing. Like, people who date you always regret not moving fast enough or letting other energies get in the way. And yeah, there's definitely somebody here who is forgetting that in the current moment. They're having a tower moment and realizing that they should have came after you, because look at that 6 of Wands. Like, you guys are winners, straight up winners. Like, why the hell am I staying behind with these losers? Or this person wants me to lose. Like, they could have people around them that are manipulative that actually want them to stay behind and not shine. But someone is really realizing that, or will realize that, if this is something you guys are worried about. They will always come to that conclusion. Whether or not it's too late or not is really up to you guys, and you guys dating more and keeping it moving, which you're being advised to do that, because as you level up too as well, you're going to be people that are quicker and faster moving just like you, and not stuck on the same old family karma, because you guys are not on the same karma as some of these people. You're just coming in as an energy. Hey, wake up. This person's not rooting for you. Let's go, you know? So I do hope you guys like that message. Enjoy your day, night, evening, and I'll see you guys all next week. Bye, guys.